Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. We will be doing the 7-star Terra event for HISUIAN TYPHLOSION when it goes live in exactly 1 hour from now, I believe, if timing's alright. But we're going to kick off with continued shiny hunt for the Crafty Mock Mimikyu before we get into it. Obviously we'll stop a little bit sooner before the raid goes live, and we will discuss some builds, of course, on the route to that. But I hope everyone is having a great Thursday. Got some great news today, which was very exciting, and we finally have the release date for the Indigo disc, which is awesome. Very happy about that. So at least we know it's a little while away, but at least we have a date now, which is very good. And getting into chat, diving in, thank you everyone for joining tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream with us this evening. It should be quite good. Anime music video, Gustavo, how are you doing? Phoenix, I hope you're well. Firefly, Reynard, Scott, Keys, Nashi, JR, Ash Ketchum, how are you doing? Ronin, Alfredo, Asj, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I really apologize if I'm not. I'm probably not. Sovereign, how are you doing? Leonardo, Brian, Dilly Fries, Ken the Devil, Tamer, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Jesse, Decidueye, The Unrivaled, Louise, Matt, Phoenix Wild, I hope you are all good and really appreciate all of you joining the stream. And anyone else that I did miss on the way in, thank you so much for coming by tonight, and I hope you're all doing well and excited, just as excited as I am for the release news of the Indigo disc when it's going to drop. And Troninia 10, my brain today. Hi from Brazil, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend, all the way from Brazil. Hope everything is good over there for you, and great to have you in the stream. Scott, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. And yeah, we've got, like I say, an hour before the raid goes live, so before this event actually has to be raised in my game, I thought we'll take one more crack at the whip, try and get the Crafty Mock Mimikyu, which has eluded me for so long this week, and I have had no luck with getting it. So let's see, hopefully we do. And Razazi, hello, just hatched my second shiny Fennekin. Very nice, my friend, that is awesome to hear. Very nice shiny. Delphox, such a good shiny, I really love that. Congrats on the shiny though, very good. Horatio, how are you doing? Thank you on the good luck. We're definitely going to need it. We've had none with this mass outbreak event this week, so hopefully we do get a little bit of luck for the first part of the stream tonight, when we can just chill a little bit, talk about the raid that's coming up, and then dive into some builds and see what the best solo Pokemon is going to be for this HISUIAN Typhlosion. I think it might be a little bit trickier than what maybe a lot of people are thinking. You know, there isn't a great deal of hype around this event like the Decidueye, but I still think it's going to be a little more tricky than the original Typhlosion that dropped, because that was pretty easy, to be honest, in comparison to some of the other 7-star raids that we've had. But I think with it being the HISUIAN form, I think they're upping their game a little bit over the office as a Game Freak, so I don't think it's going to be as easy as that first one, but we'll see when it goes live. Zara, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Mimikyu is my most difficult shiny hunt. It took 14 sandwiches to get a shiny. Luckily it had the Crafty Mock. Nice to hear that you finally got it with the Crafty Mock after the grind as well. That's crazy. But I've had plenty of shinies. I've just had no luck with the Crafty Mock. Hopefully we can get it tonight. Mighty, how are you doing? And Michael Hughes, how are you? Thanks both of you for joining the stream tonight. I hope you're having a great Thursday. Bradley, how are you doing? Congratulations on the win Wednesday night. The far better team won. I know, mate. It was I feel bad for Man United because things are not going well there at the minute for them at all. And but great win for the Toon Army. Eddie Howe's Black and White Mags on the up, as always. To go to Old Trafford as well and win, I think it's just such a, you know, a rare feeling for me. I've not really witnessed many wins at Old Trafford, and to do it with our third string team, Paul Dummett. I think there was 7 players that played under like Mike Ashley and Steve Bruce in that squad on Wednesday. Oh, the starting 11. So fair play to the lads, they did an amazing job. Eddie is just a magician. Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. Just started watching your channel after coming back to the game recently. Your videos have been super helpful. Party Panda Paul, thank you so much for the support. Honestly, It means a massive amount, and I hope you keep enjoying the content. Hopefully I can keep producing good content and useful content. That's the main idea. So but thank you so much for coming by the stream, dropping that in. It really does mean a lot. And for however long you can stick around tonight, I hope you enjoy this stream. The Big Cheese, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you are having a great day. And Adam, it took me ages to find shiny male Kilowattrel, but I got one a few weeks ago. Struggling to find a shiny Frigibax. We have a video on the channel of a great location for Frigibax if you want to check that out. No plug intended, but it is a decent location if you're struggling, and you should be able to get the shiny pretty easily. It's a difficult one to kind of spot, especially when you're first shiny hunting it, because it's not too dissimilar from its kind of normal form, but the location's really good, the setup's quite easy, and it's just a picnic kind of reset, so it makes it nice and straightforward. So hopefully that does help. Tomacock, how are you doing? I hope you are well. I'm going to be lurking. I'm opening Paradox Rift box, a booster box, and first pack got the illustration rare of Rika card. No way. First pack magic, as Leonhard would say. That's amazing. I hope the polls continue, my friend. Keep us up to date with how they're going. Very exciting now. Thanks for joining the stream as always. What are these other spawns doing? Disrupting our spawn table. We don't welcome the rufflets onto the field. Come on, Mimikyus. We need a lot of you. Never hunted in this spot before, but it was on the map, and I thought it might be a decent location, but we'll see. I'm not feeling super hopeful about this one tonight. Thoughts on using rain boosted surge and strikes or hydra cannon for this event? I like the idea of the Urshifu with the rain boosted surge and strikes for sure. I think that's a really strong combination, especially with the guaranteed crit rate on them. You know, I think that could work pretty nicely. Urshifu's not got the best special defense, but if the rain's up, I think it could do a decent job against the Typhlosion. I think the biggest thing that we're going to probably have to worry about in this raid in particular is going to be Will-O-Wisp potentially for physical threats. That's going to be, you know, I think the one thing that the Typhlosion is going to try and take advantage of is burning us and then getting that double boosted power Infernal Parade, its signature attack, because it's 100% going to have that. It has to have that attack. So to get the burn as well makes a lot of sense for it to have that support in Will-O-Wisp. And I think it does really hinder a lot of the physical threats. That's why I think, you know, the Snorlax build that I featured, the original one, the ground Terra type one, it's very good. The damage output's amazing, but if you get burnt, you're slowed down so much there. You can rely on the heal cheers for sure. And of course, we're just theory crafting at this precise time because we don't know exactly what the Typhlosion's going to run or how it's going to interact in the raid. But I do think the Facade set might be the way to go, because then you just get burned. You don't really worry about that too much, but then that's where Ursaluna could come in a little bit more handy with that guts ability. The only problem is with Ursaluna is that it doesn't have the best special defense stat. I think it's base 80, so it is going to struggle a little bit without support. Maybe an Assault Vest could work there, but then you're limited to no setup options. It's a fine line for sure with what is going to be the best thing, but I do believe in the Snorlax. I think the thick fat Snorlax, bulky enough to be able to sit on the field and get the setup off without too much trouble. Looking at the damage calcs, and that's like coming off like max sun boosted eruptions from the HISUIAN Typhlosion. So I think with the thick fat, it's very good. I think the burn issue is a bit of a problem on the Snorlax in particular. Facade kind of gets around it a little bit, but whether or not you can just bypass it with a heal cheer here or there when you need to might be just as good. So we'll have to see. Elfilicious, how are you doing? I'm looking forward to this stream. I've been struggling to get a Alolan Vulpix shiny. I've hatched over 800 eggs so far and haven't got it. Hopefully, if you're continuing that shiny hunt tonight, sending you some shiny luck. I don't know if this actually works, but in my head it does. I just hope you get it, but keep at it and you will eventually get it. Alolan Ninetale shiny is one of my favorite shinies. It's such a cool shiny. It's very subtle, but it's definitely one of my faves out there. So I hope you do manage to hit the jackpot with the lucky egg soon, and let us know how the hunt goes throughout the stream. But great to have you join us with everyone else. Confused Pal Dane, how are you doing? Would it be faster to despawn the Pokemon using the Pokemon Center of opening your picnic? Possibly. I'm only just questioning this. I don't know if going to the Pokemon Center here, because it's a weird Pokemon Center. I don't think it, yeah, I don't think it despawns them. So that's the problem. Arcblade TV, thank you so much. Otherwise, a normal Pokemon Center, it would be way quicker. Yeah, it would be. But I think because of the location of the Pokemon Center, it's yeah. Baffled, no one ever thought Kyogre. I think Kyogre is a good option. I've never said it wasn't, and I don't think it's something to dismiss at all. I think with the Drizzle, it's just general bulk. It's very good. The one thing, and I kind of contradicted myself a little bit here with what I'm about to say, but because I covered Manaphy as one of the options, but I do think Manaphy's quite a good option. The main reason why I didn't cover primarily Kyogre as much is because not everyone has access to Kyogre. Now I know I've just said I'm contradicting myself completely with the Manaphy, because how many people have a Manaphy just lying around in their game? But getting back to your point, I think Kyogre could be a really good option. I think a Calm Mindset would be probably quite good. I think it gets, obviously it's got the auto rain, which is amazing. I think the Sunny Days definitely going to be an option on the HISUIAN Typhlosion, so you're going to have Rain Dance yourself to kind of set up the rain again. But that's not too much of a problem. I think with the Calm Mind there, you've got the bulk. I think it's going to be a decent option against HISUIAN Typhlosion. It'd be interesting to have a look closer to the raid going live at what some of the options that Kyogre gets. I don't think he gets anything to lower the special defense on the Typhlosion, like anything like Metal Sound or anything like that. That feels like it would be too busted, but we can have a look at some of the other options that it does get access to, of course. And again, you know, a bit like the other water types that you're going to come across in the that are going to be useful in this raid, it will be susceptible to Solar Beam. But again, if you've got the Rain Dance to kind of help with that, you can slow it down slightly, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. But I do think Kyogre are going to be a really good option. Walk and Wake doesn't get Calm Mind or Amnesia to boost its special defense, and that's one of the reasons why I probably haven't looked too closely at something like Walk and Wake. Again, it kind of falls into that category of a lot of people miss that event, don't have access to it. It is good in the sun, it is good in the rain. It's got like quad resist to fire type attacks, so it's a very good defensively, like a very good supporting Pokemon for sure. I think if you're going online to do the raids, like Walk and Wake could be a very good option if you wanted something to kind of support. But again, a lot of these Paradox Pokemon, they might feel like really good options going into the raids, but very few of them have that like combination of being able to lower defenses and set up their own stats at the same time, and then have like useful tools like, I don't know, Clear Smog and things like that. Very few of them have like those combinations of moves, just because they're quite powerful anyway. So a lot of the time you kind of have to just kind of look past them and look to some other options that we've got. And I guess that's why you see a lot of like trends with the similar sort of Pokemon, similar sort of strategies kind of popping up for these 7-star raids, so a lot of the time, you know. But it'll be interesting to see what the nature will be on the Typhlosion. I wonder if it will be something like modest to just further boost. I mean, all my calcs I did were on a modest Typhlosion, so it can only be better than what we've estimated for in our damage calcs with the builds that we've got. But again, it can all change pretty quickly with how the raid interacts. But I do mention that on the preview. Francesco De Rossi, thank you so much for the subscribe, and thanks for joining us tonight. If you are joining the stream, I hope you enjoy it with us. And Real TMP920 as well, thank you so much for the subscribe. And if you are, like I say, joining the stream, you guys, as well as H Knight, hope you enjoy it. Right, let's have a quick catch up with the chat. Scott Grayson on Academy Ace tournament, and for now it hasn't happened since. Now it only does it right half damage, just raising the money for it. I've just come in completely in the middle of that, Scott, so I'm sorry I've missed the first part of it. Hi Golem, how are you doing, my friend? Hope you're well and having a great Thursday. And hunting Groudon and BDSP right now. These really just break you down. Those hunts are, yeah, they are brutal. Brutal, full odds hunts. But very worth it if you can get them in there. Good luck with the shiny hunt for the Groudon. A great shiny to go for as well. As you know, it just hatched a third shiny Fennekin. You've got the luck tonight. You want to just carry that on. Keep hunting. Don't ever turn your system off. Don't stop doing the shiny hunts. You've got the luck. Keep it going. Congrats on the third shiny though. What Pokemon will you use on the new raid first, Osiris Jordan? I probably will take in the Snorlax, I think, first off, just to kind of get a bearing. I think it's because it's so good with the thick fact defensively. It's going to give us a lot of room to kind of like just figure out what the Typhlosion's trying to do. Like where the turns are, where it nullifies your stats, its stats. They're the big important things that we need to watch out for when we go into the raid first. Obviously the move coverage that it gets as well, support and options that it gets, they're big things, but I think the Snorlax capabilities to tank moves so well, especially if we can get an Amnesia up turn 1. I think it might not be the play when we're looking at like refining the set and things like that, but I think Snorlax is probably going to be a really good one for us to go in with just initially to see how it does and what the Typhlosion is going to bring to the party. Accidentally connected to the internet. So lost your Halloween raids. Oh, Mr. Nathan, I know I actually got in touch with Scott before the stream started tonight because I need an ability patch. I've like literally used all of mine. I did not have time to like hunt around in raids to get another ability patch. But I was like, I can't jump online to trade with you for you to give me one for like the second Snorlax I've got, because I'll lose these raids. And I was like, I really want to try and get the crafty mark. So sorry to hear that you've lost them, but hopefully they come back around again over Christmas. We'll probably get some special raids then, and maybe they'll be a little bit better than the ones we've had. TC Moore, how are you doing? Hope you're well, and thanks for joining the stream tonight. Pocket Lottie Gaming, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Once got 3 shinies in the matter of 30 minutes, all without a sandwich. That is some going. I'm struggling here to get 1 shiny in 30 minutes with the sandwich power, and sitting there blazing it up in 30 minutes with no sandwich. That is some going. We could do with a repeat of that tonight. No shiny so far though. It's gonna be harder to spot, I think, when it's the sunlight, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't find Mimikyu too difficult to spot now. Because I've hunted it so long. It's like way more white than the yellow tint that it's got normally. So let's see. Nick, can you turn your sound up? Can hardly hear you. Can hardly hear me. Is anyone else having issues with the sound of the mic in particular? It might be because my mic is not very close to me. I might be sitting a little bit far away from it. So let me know, and I can adjust. Northern Forest just joining. How's the Snorlax build working? With the raid doesn't go live for another 40 minutes yet, so we've got a little while to wait before the event goes live, and then we'll be able to jump in and test it. But like I was saying, I think that's the first one we'll jump in and test. I do have my reservations. Like I've mentioned, I just think the Will-O-Wisp on the HISUIAN Typhlosion, if it doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, I mean, it's going to be an absolute breeze. The raid will be an absolute breeze, but the Will-O-Wisp, I'm banking that it'll be there, to be honest. But we'll see. Anthony, I'm very good, my friend in Flair. How are you doing? I hope you're both doing great, and thanks for joining the stream. Sound is good. Sound is good. Quite quiet for me, to be honest. That is not good. By the way, where did you find Giratina? I missed that stream. Found it in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So, that was just nuts. I still can't get over how quick we found it as well. It was absolutely crazy how quick we found it. 88 resets. But it was in the Ultra Wormholes. We were doing a double stream hunt on that and BDSP. And yeah, Giratina decided to show up early on Halloween for us. So that was a a nice treat. And then we jumped into Pokemon Legends Arceus to do Spiritomb Hunt. And yeah, it's low on my TV. It gets loud around 20. When I watch your stream, I have to turn up to 50 the last few streams. Is that right? Okay, let me just try something. Right. Overall, we want this one. System output. I don't want to do anything too crazy to faff around with things and make it too loud and then not be able to get back. I don't want any of those on. Right. Raise these up slightly. Go to there. And then I'll keep the music where it is for now, because that should be all right unless the music's a little bit low, and I'll bump it to there. I'm being very, very finicky with this because I'm very conscious that I don't want to raise this too much and then it be way too loud. But let me know how the sound's going, and I can keep adjusting. But thank you so much everyone for the feedback. I appreciate it. And sorry that it's not louder. How'd you fight HISUIAN TYPHLOSION? I need to know, please tell me. Well, if you stick around for another 40 minutes when the raid goes live, we'll be jumping into it. We will be doing some together as well after we figure out. We'll first off jump in and do the solo build for sure. Figure out what the best Pokemon's going to be to go up against it solo. Run through it as quick as possible to farm it for the items. Of course, that's going to make it a lot easier over the weekend when you're taking part in it. Then we'll jump in and do some raids together if you guys are up for it, which would be fun. And Dragons T1, how you doing? Dashbun with well-baked body, normal Terra type, Mud Slap, Howl, Body Slam, and Metronome or Shell Bell. Thoughts completely immune to Fire and Ghost. It is, but you have to terrestrialize to get that complete immunity. So before that point, you're going to be susceptible to the Ghost type attack. So I don't think the build's bad at all, and I love the immunity to the fire. The only problem with well baked is, for this raid in particular, is it's giving you the defense boost, right? And that is not helping you in any slight form, because Typhlosion is going to be predominantly special. Now I will eat my own words if it's part physical or mixed, but I think specifically for his HISUIAN Typhlosion, it's probably more likely going to be all special. And I think you might have some issues leading up to terrestrializing. Now, whether that cuts down your timer too much, taking the big ghost type attacks or not, or whether or not it works out perfectly, I don't think it's a terrible idea at all. I think it could work really well. And I would love to see the dash bun. I like the build. I just have my reservations about having to get to that point of terrestrializing initially before you can... Is that a shiny? I don't think it was. It was not. It was not. Yeah, before you can get that complete immunity from the Typhlosion. And we also don't know what coverage moves it's going to have as well, which could kind of make it a little bit more tricky. There we go. Hello, Mimikyu. Our first shiny of the night, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Please have the crafty mark. Come on. Number 15. 15. Oddish and Diana, how are you doing? I hope you're both well and having a great evening. And thanks so much for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good Thursday, though. ZJ Brothers Gaming, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Come on, Mimikyu. Problem is, I was using Decidueye. I had the worst shiny fail when I was doing this hunt through the week. And I was using Decidueye with false swipe on the Mimikyu, not realizing that it had Wood Hammer, and it knocked itself out and I lost the shiny, and I stupidly didn't save before because I was so conscious about not wanting to waste Herba Mystica for this hunt. So I didn't save. I was like, it'll be all right, we'll catch it. And it knocked itself out, and I keep thinking now, was that the one that the one shiny that we got with the crafty mark. So I'm really like hesitant to even like attack it with anything now. I'm like, we've got plenty of Premier Balls. We can just throw Premier Balls at it until we get it. So we get it. So let's see. Has it got the crafty mark? Has it? I'm leaning towards Garganacl. His ability to prevent Ferns, Hoff's Ghost type damage. That is a good point, Chris. It's a good shout. Very good shout, actually. Very good shout indeed. Right, moment of truth, chat. What's the bets? I'm going to say it's not got the crafty mark because I just don't believe it ever even can have the crafty mark anymore. Nah, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Never mind, Mimikyu. We try, we go again. That was only like 20 minutes of a sandwich, so... Sandwich. There we go. Never mind. Brutal. Brutal. What recipe are you using? We're using 1 tomato and then 2 sour. So I think it gives us the teensy power. Yeah, sparkling. Oh, it gives us catching power. Which is... Yeah, I mean, that third one doesn't really matter too much. I think 2 spicy gives us humongo power, which is probably better, but I've only got 2 spicy left, so that is why we went with the sour on this one. But even the title power doesn't really come into it. It doesn't really boost the chances of the crafty mark. So, but that Mimikyu stuck out like a sore thumb, so I think we can be pretty safe knowing. Professor Hogboo, I know, mate. I know. Mike, how are you doing, mate? I hope you have been good, my friend, and had a good Halloween and things like that. And great to see you as always. And I hope you enjoy the stream with us tonight. Yeah, we do need an Oddish chant. We need Oddish to chant his voodoo powers to will the crafty mark onto this Mimikyu, because he's got some crazy powers that we know about. Joanna, how are you doing? Shocked it's such a hard mark to get. I know, it's crazy. I've caught nothing with the crafty mark, and it's like a mark that's available in the games anyway, so it's, you know, you can hunt for it after the event is gone. It's just a lot more difficult. Just wonder if it'll be easier. It's one of those where is it going to be easier to hunt when the event's over? I don't know. Not many Mimikyus are showing up this time. Let's do another lap. There we go. That's what we like to see. A little few more. Nice congregation of Mimikyus. Right, what are we looking at? We got half an hour. Half an hour, that's fine. I do tower power, encounter power, and sparkling power. That's nice. I don't think the encounter power matters too much. I mean, it can... Oh, yeah, I don't know. You'll go to sleep if you do the 1 beef thing, 1 tomato and 1 onion, 1 green pepper, and 2 of the thing you need for the type. Then any 2 type of herb gets the encounter sparkling power title. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. To be honest, I was in such a rush tonight to get this set up because I've been grinding after our little excursion in Pokemon Legends Arceus earlier in the week. Because we couldn't get the Spiritomb, so I've done all the Wisps, and then I was like, I want the shiny charm as well, because I feel like it might be fun to do some more shiny hunts in that game. But I'm like, we should get the shiny charm. You can do it without it, but I just feel like we're gonna do it. Then I realized my dex was like nowhere near complete, so I've been working really hard to try and complete the dex in that save, which is such a grind because I've done it on my other Switch, and I just think it would be just so much better to use that one. But I think this save, I'm going to use this save, and I'm going to do it again. So I'm nearly there with it, but we should be good to go next week for some PLA shiny hunts, which would be fun. Which would be fun to do. I'm really enjoying playing the game, to be honest, but completing the decks is just such a grind. It's such a grind. Like no other grind. Sorry, I got both shiny Mimikyu and Drifloon with the crafty mark, sadly not the Phantom or the Grievous. That is some good going though. 2 out of the 4. That is amazing. And the Mimikyu as well. That's really nice. Congrats on those. That is awesome. I don't think we're going to have much luck tonight. We've got 3 minutes of this sandwich. Is it worth setting up another? Probably is. Probably is worth setting up another one. How do you still have the Halloween outbreaks? I haven't been online since the events finished on Tuesday night. Love Arceus for chasing shinies. The audio ring is so nice. It's such a, yeah. I mean, I miss it. I've had, since completing the decks, I've had one random shiny, which was a Geodude, which was nice to see for sure. But yeah, nothing else. I'm going for an Alpha Unova Samurott in PLA. Very nice, Zazzy. I hope you get it. I hope you have a lot of luck with that one. Very cool Pokemon. I love the alphas though. The alphas just make, like, going back and playing PLA from Scarlet and Violet. Don't get me wrong, I love Scarlet and Violet, but there's just things in PLA that I just think, oh, I wish they were in Scarlet and Violet. It'd be so cool to have alphas. And the constant threat of having every single Pokemon just out to get you as well just makes it a little bit more challenging. Like everything. You don't have like a little Bramble-Gas just rolling around like this. It would be on top of you trying to eat you, and just, yeah, you don't get that in Scarlet and Violet. It's a much more chill vibe. Right, let's get this picnic up. Probably the last one of this sandwich. Finally completed the Scarlet and Violet Pokedex and got the Charm first outbreak with it and got 4 Lechonks. That's nice. That's good. Lechonk shiny. Right, can we get it in this last round? Surprised we've only got 1 from this sandwich. Not the best. It has not been the best sandwich. I wouldn't care. The last few I've done, I've had a lot more luck. But that luck just doesn't exist with Mimikyu. Never mind. We'll not be doing it for too much longer. Oddish, your Arceus shiny hunt. You're going to have to equip your jacket and bring God Killer and God Destroyer to your party. We should, and just keep them in there constantly. I'm always worried in case there's one like hiding behind that rock and we'll never see it. That's where they've all been spawning this whole time. Getting to look over that side as well. Never mind. We'll play it today. Not going to play it now though. Lexi, excellent. That is really great news. I hope you have a great time playing it. You're going to have an awesome time playing it. It's such a good game. Make sure to have like the music on, play with the music on, because I think you miss something with that game if you don't have the audio on when you're playing it. I mean, there's probably not many people that don't play with the audio on, but I just feel like it's so important to the aesthetic of the game in PLA. It's just the vibes it gives off. It's just, yeah, it's just such a good game. So good. God Killer disproves of Mimikyu 100%. Like there is no yeah, we're done. Okay, let's reset. Let's do a quick one. Let's try. We'll not do the full 30 minutes, but we'll try and get another shiny while we can. You think a lure ball would be good for HISUIAN TYPHLOSION? Be nice for sure. I do like on the I think I asked in one of the comments what everyone was planning to catch it in, and a lot of people said Premier Ball, Luxury Ball, sorry. And I do like the idea of a luxury ball. I never used just a standard ball in the 7-star raids, so I think maybe tonight we'll go with a luxury ball just on the consensus of what everyone else was saying. Riley going dry in the game is brutal. You're getting started in your head and wondering if you had missed some. If you remember the color of the... I know, mate. I feel like last on the Mass Outbreak event went live and we streamed it last week. I felt exactly like that pretty much the whole stream. I was just not on point. I always play with the music on. Video game music is often just fantastic. Yeah, it's one of the best pieces about it. Several of my favorite composers of all time are video game composers mainly. That's super cool. All of a sudden PLA shiny sound. I know, yeah. It's the one thing I really miss in these games, you know. I understand why they're not in here, but we'll go with the spicy this time. We'll see if that gives us a bit more luck. Luxury Ball is always my go-to. Feels fancy. Yeah, it's a nice one. It is a really nice one. I do like a Premier Ball as well. It is one of the better looking balls. How would Ting Lu perform against HISUIAN Typhlosion? I think it might do all right. I think the problem is with Ting Lu is it doesn't really get any way to set itself up like to boost its stats, you know. I think that's the one issue with it. It's not a terrible Pokemon. Like, what we're looking at, its attack stats not brilliant. 110 base. Defenses are very good though. Its bulk generally is quite good. Its options, what does it get? Yeah, I mean, it's got Taunt, could be useful. But yeah, it's got no way to boost its attack. It's got Snarl, which I think is a support Pokemon. It's actually really good, but that's where as far as I would go. I think type wise it's brilliant, but just having the type advantage doesn't always give you kind of the enough to kind of be the Pokemon to go in solo with. But if you're planning on going online only with like one Pokemon, I think Ting Lu could be a really good option against the Typhlosion. You got to be careful though, because as much as you can tank the hits, I think not having a way to boost any of your stats, even your defensive stats, is quite risky, because HISUIAN Typhlosion, unlike regular Typhlosion, does get access to Calm Mind, so it will potentially have a way to kind of increase its damage output, which could make it pretty tricky. The Taunt, of course, is nice on it, but then how slow is the Ting Lu going to be at taking down the raid? Even Terrestrialize, it feels like it's probably not got massive damage output against the HISUIAN Typhlosion. But I don't think it's a bad option. I just think there are maybe better options out there. But type-wise, I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? Well, David, I don't understand why it's in Scarlet and Violet. I feel like I get the idea why they didn't put it in Scarlet and Violet, because they wanted to make the games more like it would be real, right? If the Pokemon were real and this was a real region, right? I feel like, you know, out in the real world, if Pokemon were real. Now, this might sound like the most stupid thing you've ever heard in your entire life, so feel free to just tear me down for it. But I feel like developers have probably been like, yeah, well, you wouldn't get like a color variant animal just turning up and every time it was spotted, a jingle ringing, right? I feel like they're like, yeah, so let's just make it like these unique, really rare Pokemon just show up like any other Pokemon. So that in my head is why we haven't got it. As much as I would love to see it, it's probably down to the fact that they just ran out of time and they didn't have time to put the development into it, right? I think that's probably more realistic, but my kind of conclusion of it feels like a little bit better of an explanation, rather than the developers were just absolutely slammed at the time and they were like, we can't physically do this. We've already been working like the last like 20 days straight with like 2 hours sleep a night, and the shiny sound is not getting put in because we can't code it in time if you want this game released on time. And they're like, is it working? They're like, yeah. They're like, nah, it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, I don't know, that's just what I think. What do you think to using a Volcanion? Could be a good option. Again, I think it's like a lot of mythical and a lot of legendary Pokemon. I don't think Volcanion gets many like setup options, does it? It's not a bad Pokemon. Water Absorb's not going to help you out too much in this. Does it get... It must get Rain Dance. It doesn't get Rain Dance. Wow. It must get Rain Dance. It has to get Rain Dance. It does get Rain Dance. It does get Rain Dance. Okay. Quad resist to the fire type attacks for sure. Yeah, so it's not terrible. It's just got no way to kind of boost its stats, I don't think, which is the big thing. It doesn't get Calm Mind. It doesn't get Nasty Plot. No, it gets nothing like that. It doesn't get Amnesia. Nah, it doesn't get anything like that. So it's going to struggle again, I think, for damage output. I think against the 7-star raids, you need ways to boost your attack output. And like, even when you look at something like Annihilate, you know, that's got Rage Fist, so that, you know, that the base damage of it's going from like 50 to mid-battle to 300 base power, you know, and with Defiant potentially getting procced it points through the battle. That's why Annihilape's generally so good, you know. And I think a lot of the mythical Pokemon, although they have really good base stats to begin with, I think they lack like a lot of potential for being able to kind of effectively cut through the 7-star raids, just because they don't have the setup power like a lot of other Pokemon do. But again, like I've said with a bunch of other things, I don't think it necessarily makes it a bad choice going into the raid. I think they're just quicker options with other Pokemon. But Volcanian's an interesting one. I think I've still got mine on my Sword and Shield card, so I don't even have access to it at the minute. I'd have to trade it over into home. Walking Away can attack and support at the same time. It has Snarl and Hydro Steam. Yes, I think as a supporter it'd be really good. Sin Hokage, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, but I'm doing very well, my friend. I hope you are having a great Thursday. Thanks for joining the stream as always, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, however long you can stick around tonight. But appreciate you coming out, and thank you so much for the comment as well. Can't wait to see the raid. Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it. I think the HISUIAN TYPHLOSION is going to be a good one. What are we looking at? 20 minutes. Okay, we not got too long. Can we see another Mimikyu shine before that time? Let's see. Can we? What we got left? 20 minutes on this. Be finishing this up before we go into the raid. What's the moves of the Typlosion raid again? We don't know until it goes live. So that's the one big thing. We'll have to wait till the raid goes live before we can find out about what moves it's running, its coverage. The interesting thing is when you look back at that, the original Typhlosion that went live, it didn't really have any supporting options. I think it had Sunny Day was its only additional move. So it was a really easy raid. It was super easy compared to like some of the ones that we've had previously. So it might be along the same lines, it might not be though. This one might make up for lost ground. Zaziama over odds for shiny Poplia. Sorry, Poi. What am I talking about? Sun Shield. I'm at 579 eggs so far. Hopefully you get it soon, and hopefully it doesn't take too much longer. Some hunts in Sword and Shield though are just brutal. Even Masuda method, you know, like it's just they're gone forever. But hopefully yours doesn't, and I hope you do get it very soon. Mimikyu. I have a whole new love for just regular Mimikyu after these hunts. Remember that 5-star Miss Magius, and yeah, the best item one you have on it is the expert belts. Yeah, the Miss Magius raid. I think I've still got that in my game right now. Have I? Because I don't think I went. Should still have. Oh no, I went. Oh, I do still have it. I do still have it, so I could hunt for I could grind for some level up candies if we wanted. Annihilate was all I used for that one. I was pretty lazy. I didn't really look at other options. Annihilate felt like it did it in like 2 to 3 turns every time. It was just so consistent. But the drops weren't as good as what I was kind of expecting. You got way more rare candies than any of the level up candies, and I always think the level up candies are a lot better. So opens up with Sunny Day Eruption first turn. I feel like that's what's probably going to happen. Or Will-O-Wisp and Infernal Parade. I think that could be something that we see as well. Possibly. But I think out of the two, they're probably the most likely, yeah. Sunny Day Eruption, for sure. I'm surprised no one's like mentioned Heatran, you know, like with, I think Heatran's an interesting choice because it does get Metal Sound. It doesn't have a way to boost its attack stats, but it's got Flash Fire. It does have Metal Sound, so you can reduce that special defense on the Typhlosion. It's an interesting choice, I think, but whether or not it's going to be the best one for this. I really hope Ursaluna can work, because I think Ursaluna could be so good for this raid. I just worry about it on the special defensive side of things. But it does get Rain Dance, right? It's got Rain Dance. I think I've got a build in my game. I think there's a build here that I've got. I don't know if I finished it off. I think this is it with a Flame Orb. I don't think I featured it on the preview video. No, so I need Rain Dance for it. Rain Dance, Swords Dance, Leer, and High Horsepower. So yeah, I need to get rid of the crunch on it. But that is pretty much it. And then we'd replace the Flame Orb, probably more than likely with something like Yeah, we need to change the EVs as well, for sure. EVs need changing because you can't go in with 252 HP, 252 attack. I think you probably want to go 252 attack, 252 special defense, just to make sure you can take things. But we can figure out that sort of stuff closer to the time to the raid. We could maybe stop in a few minutes and go and put. Is it worth putting it together before we know the raid? Probably not. I want to hold off with the Ursaluna before we know what the Typhlosion is going to do. It's one of the main reasons why I didn't feature it in the video, because I'm not 100% confident, or even like 90% confident that Ursaluna is going to be able to be the one for this raid. Riley, next shiny hunt for me will be a HISUIAN Sneasel and a Beast Ball. Very nice, mate. That's going to be a really good one. Good luck with it. If anyone has a spare Beast Ball, I'd trade for I traded 3 for 1 for a fastball. Wow, heavy ball and moon ball. Wow, that's a good deal. That's a very good deal. I do have one, but I don't want to take the deal as much as I want to help you out. Scott, you should use a love disc. I do have a shiny love disc. I don't know if it'll be able to. I think one eruption in the sun would be enough to just nuke it. I think that would be it. Oh, come on, Mimikyu. Come on. We just want one more shiny before we start this raid. We're gonna be getting ourselves ready in like 5 minutes. So we want one more shiny before then. Running, attack, and special defense is what I went for Bascalibur. Yeah, I think like with Pokemon with a higher, you know, HP base stat, I think you can get away with it because you don't necessarily need to invest in the HP so much in those situations. It's a bit like Snorlax. It's a bit counterintuitive to invest in the HP when you could do more. Ah, we've got it. There's the next shiny. Come back, you. Hello, Mimi. Please have the crafty mark. Please. Please, please, please. Just have the crafty mark. I really hope it does, chat. I really hope it does. I'm going to be so disappointed if it doesn't. I'm going to be so disappointed because this is going to be probably the last chance I've got to do it. Should we go for it in a nicer ball as well? Let's go for a luxury ball. Let's splash out. All this talk about luxury balls. We haven't got it this time though. So yeah, shiny hunt and Jangmo. Good luck with the shiny hunt. Really nice shiny Jangmo as well. Brigo, I got a shiny Bramblin when hunting for a Rella earlier today. Nice. Completely on accident because I didn't notice it was a shiny. That's super nice. I like it when it happens like that. Ursaring Eviolite. Eviolite won't work on Ursaring. It's not a pre-evolution. So I think Blood Moon is just a variation. So, Ursaring Eviolite. Potentially. Sorry, I misread that. All I saw was Ursaluna. But you're right, Raven. Ursaring, potentially, with the Eviolite could work. Could give a bit of a buff. What if its base stats? Like, Ursaring. Yeah. It's not too far away from Ursaluna, to be honest. It's just that HP stat that's a little bit different. And Gaming Fish Guy coming in with the 199 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Yo, here's a bit of crafty luck. Thank you so much, my friend. Honestly means a lot to support the channel as well. So generous. Thank you so much, chat. Sure. Gaming Fish Guy, some love in the chat for the generosity. And Giorgio, thank you so much. $2 super chat as well. Missing Mimi and Drifloon got a Destiny Mark. Mimi got a Destiny. Oh, that's, you know what? I would take a Destiny Mark Mimikyu over the Crafty Mark any day. We're gonna run out of luxury balls. We need to keep one. Mimikyu, why are you being so awkward to catch? Stevie, you've come in at a great time. I hope you're well, my friend. And we are going to just revert back to Premier Ball. Jinx it. But I hope you're having a great Thursday. Great to see you as always, my friend. And hopefully that's not the one. Game Fish Guy, thank you so much. It's a bit premature before the alert came up, but thank you again for the $9.99. Got a random shiny Hoothoot yesterday while roaming around Kitakami. Nice. That's a nice shiny. I do like shiny Hoothoot. Because it's crafty, Jim. I hope you're right. And Jojo, again, thank you so much for the $2 super chat as well. Really, really appreciate it. Guts belly drum facade. Violite sounds crazy scary when it gets burned. Yeah, I like the idea of that a lot. And the nice thing about Ursaring as well, it gets some nice options. I think it gets pretty much everything that you would expect to get from the Ursaluna facade. So you would go facade. You'd probably want Swords Dance. It's Rain Dance as well, which is pretty nice. The Eviolite. The only problem is you don't have any recovery. You don't have any recovery on the Ursaring. It's the only drawback. So you're relying a little bit on those heal cheers. And Jojo, because it's your birthday, I'll do the raid on Scarlet. Happy birthday, Jojo. And come on, chat. We can show Jojo some happy birthday love in the chat. But I hope you're having a fantastic birthday. And thanks so much for coming by the stream on your birthday as well. Hope we can make it a good one for you while however long you are here. Dynamo, how are you doing? Just got a shiny Frigibax today. Brilliant, brilliant. After rewatching your Frigibax video, I've said Frigibax way too many times, and this Mimikyu is really not playing ball. We're gonna have to master ball it. We're running out of time. The raid's gonna start. Come on, Mimikyu. Here we go. Diana, thank you so much for the 2 months. So excited, Indigo Disc. Not expected the 14th of December. Me either, Diana. Thank you so much again for the 2 months membership. And yeah, it's so exciting that we finally got the date right. Moment of truth, chat, because this is going to be the last one. Can it be the crafty? Can it be the scrafty of the crafty, Mark? Please, just come on. Just this once out of like 16. This game hates me. This game hates me. We're resetting. We're gonna go for raid. It's gonna be raid time. Let's move over to our other screen. Let's get the HISUIAN Typhlosion on. It's raid time. Raid will be going live in 8 minutes, I believe. If I'm calculating this right, because I know in the UK the clocks went back last weekend, so it should mean the 1 a.m. start time is now midnight start time. Unless something in Japan happened and I'm not keeping up with their clock going back, going forward. So Oddish doing a 6-star earthworm real quick. Nah, good luck with it, mate. Yeah, raid will be gone in 8 minutes, hopefully. And I'm really looking forward to Shiny Hunt, Metagross, and Whimsicott. Oh, don't. I cannot wait, Dynamo. Shiny Hunt, and especially Whimsicott, right? It's going to be so good. We got to leave you. Mimikyu. And we will go and prepare. Where are we going to go and prepare? I don't really want to do any of the Miss Maggie. I've done so many Miss Maggie. I guess we could do a quick Miss Maggie's raid. Get some more candies before we do anything. One more for the road. I'm excited to Shiny Hunt Oddish. You and me both, mate. It's going to be good. I did Shiny Hunt Bellsprout. That was a lot of fun. As much as you probably don't like to hear that. But Bellsprout, Oddish. I do like both of them. Where is this? It's den. It's up here, isn't it? There we go. There, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Right, let's change up our Pokemon. I think I've got Annihilate. I think that's this. No, that's not the Annihilate we were using. Where is it? Is it here? I think my weakness policy got used up though on it. No, it didn't. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go on. Let's just do one before we go online. We've got like 8 minutes. Stop hunting Shiny Beldum. Shiny Beldum's great. I love it. Damn, it's going to be 5 p.m. here. Tomocock just opened all the packs. Got the illustration rare. Rika also got illustration rare for Gimmighoul. Nice. Palooza and Wimpod. Full art for Parasol Lady and Bombardier EX. Got Terraskeledurge EX and more. That's insane. That is a great box. Congrats, mate. They are some super nice pulls. They are like the fire pulls. You're feeding my Paradox Rift like cravings here. So I haven't opened any yet. I don't really plan to open any, but just hearing about it kind of soothed me a bit. Ray Velez, thank you so much for the 2 months membership, man. Lee, the man beat down expert. Man, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support, and I hope tonight's stream we can figure some stuff out. We can make some good builds and then jump on together, and we can all crush Typhlosion. It's gonna be good. Let's crush this Magius first, though. Oddish. Bellsprout is but a twig compared to Oddish. I don't know about that. Have you not seen the anime? Oddish was only defeated, only taken down by a muck. Eat everything. It got very far in the Indigo League. That's how strong Bellsprout is. Everyone's seen that episode. I haven't seen an episode with Oddish in the Indigo League. All I'm saying. I love Oddish, don't get me wrong. But I've only seen Bellsprout taking the game to the league. Professor Oak's agreeing with you. Oddish over Bellsprout. Fair enough. Oddish has a higher attack than Onyx. Yeah, that's very true. But does not just make Onyx really bad. I miss when we had non-dragon pseudos. Yeah, I know, Jake. Hopefully they kind of come back, you know? We do. It feels like we need some. I feel like the Paradox kind of make up for that in these games a little bit, but I know what you mean. Metagross is very, very special Pokemon. Tyranitar as well, you know? Did you watch the code name of the kids next door? I haven't, Hala, yet. No. Oh wait, 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Right. Let's get ourselves based somewhere. I just want rid of these Mimikyus now. Let's go to my favorite location, the auction house. Let's see if there's anything in the auction house we can pick up for a hot minute. You think max HP and special defense, calm nature, iron moth with struggle bug, acid, acid terror blast, and morning sun would be good. I don't know. Iron moth might. No, iron moth might be actually all right. It's got massive special defense. It might be all right, you know. Could be a good shout. It could be a good shout, especially with this. Can't be burnt. Just has it got the? What terror would you go on it? You got the patch now, Scott? Nah, be all right, mate. We'll wait a minute. I mean, actually, we got 3 minutes. If you can text me a code, I will hop on and get it. If you trade me a Pokemon, yeah, that would be good. If you can, that would be amazing. Yeah. Google Shiny Den channel. There is Shiny Terrorids. Yeah, but they're probably hacked, aren't they? Really, just saying. Hala, stop asking me if I've seen all the Ben 10. Of course I haven't seen Ben 10. I still like it. I don't know, like 10 years ago. Off topic, what's your favorite Zelda pre Breath of the Wild? Probably Wind Waker. If I'm like really giving an honest answer, I think I love Majora's Mask. I really do love Majora's Mask, but I think Wind Waker is probably my favorite. I just love the art style of that game. I had a lot of fun. Okay, we've got the trade code. Scott's going to trade me an ability patch. I do need one. So let's hop on and get that before we go any further, so I can fix this Snorlax just so we got it. Scott, you're a legend. Thank you, mate. Rid ourselves of these Mimikyu raids. Right, let's trade. Link trade. Yep. What's the code we've got? 2 1 2 1 2. Brilliant. Scott, you're a legend. We got 1 minute as well, so better be quick with this. I've been trying to get a shiny Alolan Raichu, and let's go and max raids. Lewis, I hope you have some luck with that. That would be a really nice one to get. What should we send Scott? We should send him something nice for his let's send him a shiny Mimikyu for his trouble, since he's been so good and sending us an ability patch. Sending us a Hisuian Arcanine. Are you mad? Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. 1 minute to go. We are nearly there, peeps. Black Boy 1, I'm playing Pokemon Scarlet, so that's the copy I'm playing on tonight. And Sir Clegg, thank you so much for becoming our latest member of the channel. Really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your time on the membership, and rate Defire as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support, guys. Does mean a lot. What did you dress up for Halloween as? Black Knight, thank you as well for becoming our latest member on the channel as well for Halloween. I got it. Yeah. I injured myself, so I didn't actually get to do any dressing up at all. I was in a pretty bad way over the weekend, which is sad. But I did get to see lots of other people kind of dressing up. But I didn't get to do any dressing up myself, unfortunately. Right, has it got the? It has got the patch. Right, put in bag. Right, we need the Snorlax out, and then we need to go online. What about you guys? What did you guys dress up as over the weekend? I had some crazy trick or treat as on through the week, and there was some very spooky ones, definitely, and like there was loads of people carrying around like music with them as well to give that ambient feel, added feel to their costumes, which is cool. Right, of course we need to use another one. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's that done. But we're not going. We'll bang this one in for now. Do you think the Manaphy might work as well? Okay, let's try. Let's see. Raid should be live now, friends. So it should be live. So we can go to our Poke Portal and we can. It was Scream, a lobster. Nice. I love it. I love it. Why am I going here? We need to go to Mystery Gift and we need to be online as well. So let's connect online before we do this. Curious why is that certain Pokemons we can't use for online raids? Which Pokemon would they be? I think everything you can use for online raids. Right, let's go down to our Poke Portal news. Let's get the update. 2 minutes past. We should have it in our games now. And let's check our map. There it is. It's waiting for us right there. I'm excited, chat. Let's see what it brings. Right, Hala. I'm just gonna time you out because you can't keep asking. Right, there we go. Time out, Hala. No more Ben 10. You can come back in, but any more asking questions about random TV shows from the noughties that no one's watched for like forever. I feel like I'm screwing myself up because I think I've unfixed my map, so it's not always pointing the same direction. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Let's go. Right, let's just check I've got an item on this Snorlax. I have. Okay. Right, let's test it out. Let's see what goes. Did you watch Hannah Montana? I never actually watched Hannah Montana. Never. I don't think I've ever seen. I might have seen like 5 minutes of an episode once. If you really wanted to know, Zach, I'm sure you're really interested to know. I love HISUIAN TYPHLOSION though. It looks so good coming into this raid. Let's see what it's going to do. Turn 1, Sunny Day Eruption. Devlin, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it, my friend. No, turn 0, Will-O-Wisp. Yeah. It's eating us. And then the Infernal Parade. I'm not going to quit it just yet. I'm going to play this as normal. Right, so there's another Will-O-Wisp because Will-O-Wisp turned 2 as well. I'm going to make some notes here as well. We get the amnesia up. It's interesting that it's not going to eruption yet at all, or sunny day. There's a sunny day. So turn 2, sunny day. And now we can screech it. It's funny that the shield's not up yet. It's got flamethrower. Let's turn 3. Okay. Might not be the best really because just don't know if it's going to lower its defense. It's going to... Oh, it's got Focus Blast. I knew it. I knew it. I said in the preview it was going to have Focus Blast. Fine though. With Amnesia, we're still alright. Remove negative effects from itself. So that's like turn 4. From itself. Okay, so that's turn 4. So can we get another Screech off before the shield goes up? It steals some Terra Orb charge as well. Goes for a Focus Blast. Still, we take it pretty comfortably. I just want to get the Screeches off before the shield goes up, because that's going to be really important for us, because I don't think it's going to nullify its stats on its side of the field before that shield goes up. And really, I'm just getting a feeler for the raid right now. So, Screech is not annoying. You can see how much that crit. There goes the normal Terra dash button idea. It might be a little tricky with the Focus Blast. Okay, the shield's up. We could have the potential to get 2 Screeches up, right? So that's interesting. 2 Screeches. Nullified stats are changing your side of the field. So then we come in, we can belly drum, and we can go to town on this thing. It's going to burn us though, I think, which is going to be the problem, which is why the Facade version might be better for this. Yeah, straight away with the Will-O-Wisp. Straight away with it. But we might be able to lock ourselves into a position where we can just start firing out the Earthquakes now and just restore some health. Get a heal cheer. That's going to be the problem with this raid, really. No, we're not going to run. We'll play it out just to kind of get a feeler with what else it's going to do. If it Will-O-Wisps, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Hopefully it doesn't. I think the sun's gone now, so those... Yeah, okay. Oosh. Without that Amnesia up, it's going to be tricky. As long as it doesn't burn us now, we should be doing some decent damage and get... Yeah, it's Will-O-Wisping us. I think the Facade's going to be the only way with this one. Or a way to prevent it. Maybe taunting it, but then taunting it when the shield's up is not really going to be doing enough. Yeah. That is not the Facade's going to have to be the way to go. Or Ursaluna. Ursaluna feels like the one, actually. Yep. I think the Facade Snorlax will work. Will-O-Wisp is brutal, but we did expect that. With that Will-O-Wisp spam, Ursaluna looks like the play. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a decent one. We'll go back to the Snorlax in a moment. I'm gonna get the Ursaluna just set up because I feel like that is going to be probably the one to go in with. Although Vaporeon, you know what? Nullifies your effects from its side of its field. Nullifies yours turn. Okay. I do think that Vaporeon could be quite a good option, but did it have Solar Beam? That's the big key there. Right. Okay. Bag. We need to fresh. And I know everyone's going to curse me for this. I don't think I got the berries to do it though. Let's just see what I need to adjust. Check summary. We need to get Rain Dance and we need to take all that attack out. Have I got enough berries to do it? Or am I going to have to use a fresh start Molgi? Oh, we have. Okay. Okay. So have we got enough? Oh, we might have some. Oh, this would be good. Clever feathers. I don't have enough of those. Have I got any zincs? I don't have any zincs. We're gonna have to take a visit. This is annoying. I was hoping that we could do it without having to visit somewhere to get some vitamins, but using Vaporeon, Sophonos, Solar Blast. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think the Vaporeon might be the play for this one. Slowbro's weak to ghosts. Yeah, I think Vaporeon might be the play if there's no Solar Beam. It did just cross my mind when I looked at the in the box there. I think Vaporeon might be the play for this. Right, Yes, I'm throwing money away. Don't worry. That extra one that we don't need there, but it's just quicker. Right, so we need that on there, and we need that on there, and I'm gonna hope that right, okay. I'm gonna hope that we've got Rain Dance TM available to put onto this thing. If not, that's gonna be really frustrating to go and get Rain Dance, because I think we need Rain Dance to help disrupt. Where are you, Rain Dance? There we are. We do have it. We do have it. Chat, it's a win. It's a win for us right here. I hate not having the resources for the TMs. I really do. So we need to get rid of Crunch, and I think we stick with high horsepower. We could go Earthquake here, but let's just take a quick look at this Ursaluna. We're going to change that item as well, because I don't think the item is going to be... I just need to do that. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. And I think we need the Shell Bell. We need a Shell Bell on it for sure. But I do think the Vaporeon is going to be a good option. Vaporeon, steal that off you for a moment, and then let's go back out into the field and test this. I think the Ursaluna, because the Will-O-Wisp is just... Yeah, so turn one, we Rain Dance while they Will-O-Wisp, and then they have to spend a turn going for the Sunny Day while we can Swords Dance and just start getting... I guess get to the point where we can Terrasilize, really. Might be better going for Ground Terror, though, on it. In all honesty, I think Ground Terror is probably better, because do we worry about the Ghost Stab? Really? Potentially. Let's try with normal to start with, and then we can go with let's try that. Melcro, how dare you? Do another bring acid spray Toxapex. Yeah. No one want to help out with my Azumarill. Yeah, turn one. I like the Calm Mind, and then the Rain Dance, yeah. Manaphy for the win. Manaphy working out. That's awesome to hear, guys. We got a few things to test before we jump into it. I think this Ursaluna will work, though. Scott, Cerilege. Cerilege is really weak to the Ghost type attack style. Wouldn't Belly Drum be a better than Swords Dance? It might be. I just feel like cutting your HP down in this raid might not be the best idea when you've not got the best bulk anyway. Just finished the raid with Vaporeon, basically used Rain Dance and Calm Mind and Surf. Didn't need to Terrasilize. Wow. There we go. Vaporeon's the play. Vincent, thank you so much for the confirmation. Let's see if we can make this Ursaluna work. And then we'll go for the Vaporeon. If the Vaporeon works, then that's just going to be the icing. Did think it was a good play. It's just if it didn't have Solar Beam, but I guess, you know, the thing is it can't have all the coverage. I think Ground Terror is probably better for the Focus Blast to kind of get around that. Oof, a bit of a different interaction there. There's the Will-O-Wisp. We go for the Rain Dance, get rid of that. Guess we don't want to go for the Lair yet because negative. I guess we can go for a Swords Dance now. See what the Swords Dance power's like onto us after the rain's up. Oh, we take that. We chunk that. That is so good. Wonder what it's like in the sun, because there's probably going to be turns where we have to take. Let's go for one more. Yeah, and now we can go for the Swords Dance. We can go for the Leer, and then we can go for... Oh, it hits as well. It's going to hurt. Not too bad. We probably have to go for the high horsepower now, just to get some health back. Gonna let us do it. Vincent, thank you so much for becoming our latest member on the channel. Really appreciate it, my friend. And Minty Kiwi Crunch as well. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you both for the support. Really appreciate it. Can we take this? Nah. Focus Blast is gonna... Yeah, I don't think the Ursaluna is a shout either. Bebum, how you doing? Really late here, but I wanted to say hey before hitting the sack. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. I don't think Ursaluna's the play either, you know. I think the Will-O-Wisp's a problem, but I think Ursaluna just is... I think it's going to have the problem throughout the raid where, you know, you're going to be having to concentrate on making sure the rain's up so you don't get nuked by the fire type attacks in the sun. And then on the other hand, you're going to have to play the RNG roulette, right? Where if Focus Blast doesn't hit you, great. If Focus Blast does hit you, then you're going to be in a bit of trouble until the point where you can Terastallize where you're a normal type. I think we'll go with one of our builds that we featured in the video, which is the Vaporeon. And let's try that. I think Vaporeon, like Vincent's just mentioned, seems to be a good choice. Has it got... Yeah, okay. Let's go in. And challenge. I'm just going to start recording this as well. Just to record this so we've got it. Also, guys, girls, 1k here and only 180 likes. Friends, if you're watching the stream, if we could, let's set a target. If there's how many? Wow. Okay, there's 1,000 of you in here and we've got 189 likes. Can we set a target of 300? That's it. 300. That's like a third of you. You can go down there, smash that like button now. I would massively appreciate it. I know it's a little bit of a click and it takes a bit of effort, but I would appreciate it. And I appreciate you all being here. But thank you so much. Captain Rui, thank you so much for the support, my friend, and becoming our latest member of the channel as well. 190 now. 300 likes. Chat, you are absolutely insane. No. Chat. How? How, chat? How have you done that? Chat, I love. Chat. You're nuts. You're nuts. Thank you so much, chat. I appreciate that. That's crazy. 300 just like that. You're mad. You're mad, all of you. You're the best. Make it 500. Can you get it to 500? Let's make a game out of it now. Right, there we go. Vaporeon does not care about the burns as well. So that's the nice thing. And now we can concentrate because of the hydration ability as well. Yeah, Vaporeon by far feels like the best thing. And now we can just concentrate on setting up. I think that the problem is we just need to kind of... Yeah. Wait till the shield goes up. This is all right, actually. So we can do this. Don't care about the Focus Blast either. Vaporeon's the play for sure. I like that Vaporeon's going to be the one. I mean, Manaphy might be a better one, but Vaporeon's more accessible to everyone, right? Let's chuck some damage on. Oh, we could get a fake tears off before the shield goes up as well. That's the play, because it's nullified the stats on its side of the field already. So you can get the fake tears off before that shield goes up. That's going to be huge. Paralysis is massively beneficial as well in this raid. Yeah, if we can get 3 fake tears off, it's going to make it very quick, especially when that shield goes up. And Vaporeon's just shrugging off anything this Typhlosion's going to do to us. And let's see what the Focus Blast does. Nothing. Can we get 1 more fake tears off before the shield goes up? Because I don't think it's going to nullify its stats again after it's done it that first time. Will-O-Wisp, we Rain Dance. It's all good. What Pokeball is everyone using for this event? That is a good question. I think we were talking about it before, and I was considering... Is the shield going up? Yeah, the shield's going up. Now it nullifies the stats on our side of the field. Been very slow about doing it though. Infernal Parade, that's going to be the... But we still got the Calm Minds up, so that's alright at this point. Yeah. And now we get rid of the burn. And now we can... Well, now we can just launch a Surf off, because it hasn't nullified any of our stats either yet. And there's the Infernal Parade, but not doing very much. We can absolutely nuke this thing. -6 special defense, so we're not doing massive amounts behind the shield, but it's not going to take too long to break it. We can probably just spam Surf at this point. Manaphy might be the next one to try, I think. Yeah, that's a really good question. Fastball, maybe. Fastball I really like. I do like Fastball. Does Vaporeon cure status in rain. Yeah, if it's got its hidden ability, hydration, at the end of the turn, as long as the rain's active, it'll always cure the status. So it means that that Infernal Parade is not going to be effective. So yeah, it nullifies our stats at this stage. Then I guess we can go for these, the Calm Minds. You can see it's not doing too much either. It's just about keeping the rain in play, I think. He's not. It's me, Walk and Wake, and Acid Spray Spammer. Calm Mind. Yeah. Manaphy with Take Heart, Tail Glow, Surf, and Rain Dance. I've got the Take Heart on there. What's the Take Heart for? Right, let's go for these surfs now and just do this. I think there's a way easier. I think there's a more effective way to probably do this a bit quicker with Vaporeon. But we aren't really doing it right now. I guess it's the first time through. Pikachu Squad, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, my friend. It really means a lot. Make it hold a damp rock. I think you probably need the Shell Bell for the recovery, because otherwise you're going to have to then at some points in the raid rely on using the heal cheers, which might not be a bad thing. And I don't think you're in a position where you really need to worry too much about the rain running out, because yeah, Sunny Day here. Is it going to double attack? Potentially. Maybe not. It doesn't. But we can just get the rain up, and then we can terrestrialize and yeah, it has to take a turn. If it goes for the Sunny Day, it feels like, you know, it needs to go for that burn as well. And it feels like that's kind of a cycle that it's doing. So when it goes for the burn, you rain dance. At the end of this turn, we get rid of the burn, kind of nullifying its turn, wasting its turn, yeah. So although it does go for us there, which is not the best. And this could be bad. This could be bad, but we'll go for it. That critical hit, not helpful. What about Walk and Wake with Hydro Steam? I mean, it could be good. Pikachu Squad, thank you so much for the 117 super chat. Really appreciate this support. And Jonas, thank you so much for. Oh, we hang on barely. Oh, this should nuke it. That critical hit though, that wouldn't be a thing, man. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. This is a bit of a clunky way to do it, but I mean, I think Vaporeon's really solid. So Vaporeon. We probably should have healed cheered Bebum, but we knew secretly that we could do it. So the Vaporeon, a very good option. I think we could do it way more streamlined with the Vaporeon though. I think there's like just a better method to do it. But 6 minutes to do that, not too bad, not terrible. That Vaporeon, yeah. Would Manaphy just be as good? Potentially, yeah. I think Manaphy could be as good. Right. Recommendation. Fastball. Oh, I don't have a fastball. It's the one Apricot ball I don't have. Did I use all my luxury balls? I used all the... No, I've got a luxury ball. I think we'll go for a luxury ball. That was the big one. I've never used a luxury ball on a 7-star raid. We're going to commit to it. Lots of ideas that we had. Lots of replies in the preview video about the best ball for it. And lots of people were saying luxury ball. I do like the idea of this. So we're going to lock it in. Very nice. Hey, can I send you a fast if you want to get it on one? Mitchell, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, mate. I really do. Thank you so much. And the item drops that we get, I'm just a bit too, yeah, just went a bit too far. Sorry. Right. Item drops are very good for it, aren't they? 17 ability patch. There we go. Scott, I can return that to you. Yeah, like usual. Very good. Okay, let's try the Manaphy. Drink a Dream Ball too. Dream Ball's really nice. Kishavan, any Aussies in chat? If you're an Aussie, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by tonight, and hope all is good with you and you're having a great Thursday or Friday, whatever day it is where you are. I think it'd be Friday, right? There we go. And there is the Typhlosion. Amazing. Okay. Ability. And there we go. Mightiest Mark. Modest nature. Okay, yeah. Is modest. Nice. Well, let's save it. And let's go again for Let's get the Manaphy. Let's see what the Manaphy's like, because the Manaphy might be the one. At the moment, the Vaporeon feels like it's the play. At the moment. Oh, why is it there? It's like the most awkward place for it to be. Could be worse. DK Trading, how you doing, mate? Sorry I haven't said hello. And there's probably a bunch of you I haven't even been able to say hello to because chat's moving so quickly. But I hope you're doing well, and hope everyone that has come in and said hello tonight is doing well. And sorry, I just can't multitask as good as I would like to. But I appreciate everyone being out tonight. So let's try the Manaphy now. Let's see what that one goes like. I think the Manaphy is going to be really good. I think probably just as good as the Vaporeon, maybe not a little bit better, a little bit quicker to get set up, especially. Right, I'm kind of excited to try the Manaphy out. I haven't ever done a raid with Manaphy, and I think it's kind of cool. Cool Pokemon. If we got the, here we got the Shell Bell on it, brilliant. Let's pop it in, get rid of you as the Luna, because you're not going to be any use. I do think the Snorlax will still work, I really do, but change Pokemon. Manaphy might be the quickest. Just with Tail Glow, it just feels like... The only thing is with Manaphy is it doesn't have Calm Mind, which is... might be a little bit of a drawback for it, because I think you might need the special defense boosts you kind of get with the Vaporeon. Try Azumarill. Azumarill's a very good option. Yeah, I think because it doesn't have the Solar Beam as well. Yeah, I do like that. And you get the Misty Terrain with it, which is so good, right? TM 107 and an ability patch. Very nice. Take Heart is the same as Calm Mind though. Ah, Take Heart. Yeah, of course. I haven't got Take Heart. What have I got on it? Oh yeah, Cure Status and Raises. I think I got Rain Dance. Yeah, so Take Heart's definitely the better option. They're definitely the better play. What was the EV spread on the Vaporeon? So the Vaporeon was 252. Let me just check. I'll just need to pull up the video. Right, we'll go for this. So the first few turns, I think it's really important just to kind of just gauge, not go for any stat drops on the... So we can go for a Tail Glow here. It's not going to nullify our stats. I think it nullifies its stats first, right? I will check the yeah, it nullifies its stats on turn 4 normally. I'll get the Vaporeon spread in just 1 second. Yeah, so it's like here, turn 3 or turn 4. And then this is where you go for the fake tears. So you just spam the fake tears at this stage. I think with access to, yeah, it's gonna go for the Inferno Parade. We're not taking too much damage for it either though. To get 3 of these off before the shield goes up. It's gonna steal a Terra. Right, we want one more of these. Will-O-Wisp. The rain will heal that. Why isn't the rain healed that? It has healed it. I was so confused. I was like, why am I still burnt? So that's -6. We're +3. If we can get an attack off here, we're going to get lots of health back. And then the shield should go up after this. Ah, the rain goes away at the wrong time. Still doing good damage to it though. That should heal us. The shield's going to go up. It's going to nullify the boost on our side of the field. We need to get the rain up. Because if it puts its shield up in Infernal Parades here, this will hurt. I don't know if you need Take Heart, to be honest. Because what are you having Take Heart over? Rain Dance. I feel like the Rain Dance is all you kind of need. Yeah, so we can Rain Dance here. That gets rid of our burn. Yeah, it's gonna do double damage, which is not ideal. Oh, it's gonna hit us twice. nullify this on our side of the field. Okay. Yeah, that's not brilliant. We can surf to try and get a little bit of health back at this stage. This could be a little bit tricky. That double Infernal Parade's not brilliant. Maybe where the Take Heart is a little bit of a better option. We don't want to terrestrialize at this stage. Yeah, it's like completely doubling up on us here now. Okay. Well, I guess when we come back in, we've got the health, so Vaporeon's definitely doing it. Winning the race though, I think right now, because it didn't faint. There's the sunny day. Okay. It's interacting so differently though. If you get more damage off it early on in the raid, it interacts so much more differently. Right, there we go. That's a waste. So we can just Tail Glow twice now and then knock it out. But it's still -6 special defense, which is the interesting thing, which is why I think it's really key at the start of the raid, before that shield goes up, to prioritize getting those fake tears onto it. Let's just check the stats on this. It's still -6, yeah. So we just need to Tail Glow twice. And I think from +6, -6 from this range, even with the shield up, as long as the rain's still on the field, the surf will probably be enough to take it down. Just wondering why our hydration isn't kicking in right now. How many turns of rain have we got left? We got plenty of rain left. Okay, Tail Glow. And then one surf should be enough. But we're not going to be able to terrestrialize, I don't think. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. As long as we don't get like the double up. Because this feels relentless. Like it is just doubling up every turn. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Now we got the surf. We're +6. And this should, like I say, it should break the shield at least. Wow. It doesn't even break the shield. Man. That was rough. We need the terrestrialization. I guess we'll take the shield next turn. I feel like Vaporeon did it quicker. It was more, well, probably quicker in regards to when you discount us fainting, and Focus Blast just not missing at all. And a crit. Gotta love. All right, we can terrestrialize now, and it's over. And it's over. And it's over. So I do like Manaphy. I do think it works. I don't think you need Take Heart potentially. I think the Rain Dance is quite nice on there, because I'm presuming those running Take Heart aren't running Rain Dance, because you've got to run the Tail Glow, Fake Tears, and the Surf. So you're not running here. So that's what I would say. I feel like the Rain Dance is really necessary. Lloydie, thank you so much. Oh, Lloydie. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I really appreciate it. Was the best option so far? Aim, I think Vaporeon, if I'm completely honest. I think Vaporeon's a really good option. Ursaluna doesn't work. I don't think Ursaluna works. I don't think it does, no. I think Manaphy, Vaporeon feel like the Ceruledge works. Huh. You guys having luck with Ceruledge? Ismet, hey Cyrus, I hope you're well today. I am very good, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in. You helped my son snag a shiny Mew several weeks ago. Amazing. So he saved a Mimikyu code card from GameStop for you as a giveaway to your audience interested. Ismet, that would be amazing. I'd love to do a giveaway on the channel for that. That would be that's super kind of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know what the best way to get in touch with me is. If you've got me on Twitter or Discord, they're probably really good ways to do it. But thank you so much. I massively appreciate it. And I'm sure the community, there's lots of people that can't get a hold of those codes, me for one. But I'd rather do a giveaway to give it to someone that isn't able to get it. But that is really kind. Thank you so much. Right, everyone's saying try Azumarill. Let's try Azumarill then, because we've tried all the other waters. We may as well give Azumarill a little run out. Right, let's just check Azumarill's stuff going on. Azumarill might be really good. Okay. Play rough. Play rough to play. It gets Tickle as well, so the defense drop. Remember moves. Let's just have a quick gander at Azumarill. Azumarill. Right, let's have a look. We've got Aqua Jet. Don't know if we really need to. Probably going to be the better option on it. The problem is you can't get around that turn 1 burn with Azumarill, which is a little bit annoying. So you're going to have to heal cheer at some point. You could go Rain Dance as well. Rain Dance is probably the option, isn't it? On it. Yeah, John Bradbury. Thank you so much for the subscribe, John. The Rain Dance. I feel like you'd need to go. Yeah. With Rain Dance, Waterfall, Aqua Ring, and Belly Drum. So you got an Aqua Ring over the Misty Terrain. Yeah. Aqua Ring, Rain Dance, Liquidation, Belly Drum. Can it work? We can try it. I think they did fix the overflow glitch as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure they did. I think we're going to have to adjust some of the EVs on this Azumarill. We could go on like this. I mean, it feels a little bit like we probably need a little bit more than this. But we can try it. Like I say, the problem is, I mean, the Aqua Ring, the turn 1. Right. The Vaporeon build, before we go any further, because there's a bunch of you here, the Vaporeon build is this. I think so far this is the best Pokemon to go into this. I like the Manaphy, but I think Vaporeon is just a lot more solid, a lot more consistent. We're going to go in and do another Vaporeon raid in a minute. So, level 100, Water Terra type, Shell Bell as the held item on it. Then we've got Rain Dance, Carmine, Fake Tears, Surf. And then Hydration, which is the hidden ability on the Vaporeon. So you're going to need an ability patch to get that. Then the EV spread on the Vaporeon I've got is 4 EVs in HP. Then we got 252 EVs in special attack, 252 in special defense with a modest nature. So that is the build overall. If you were wondering, yeah, and Snorlax is rough with Focus Blast. I think it mentioned that. Captain Perry, Kyogre, Origin Pulse, Rain Dance, Calm Mind, Aqua Ring. I like that a lot. I do like that. I think Kyogre could be an absolute beast in this, but that's a Vaporeon build. I'm kind of tempted to try the Kyogre now. I did say I would try Kyogre, you know. Where is Kyogre? Where's my home builds? What have we got on you, Kyogre? Aqua Ring. Remember moves. Remember. We got Aqua Ring in here somewhere. I think we got... Can we just keep the Origin Pulse? Just get rid of Water Spout, to be honest. I think. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And let's just swap these around. I'm going to keep Origin Pulse, though. Not the most accurate of attacks. But let's go with this. And then I think we have to Shell Bell it. We'll try... I just want to give this a whirl. We'll try the Azumarill after this. The only problem with the Azumarill is I do worry slightly about that turn 1 burn, because you're going to have to spend a turn heal cheering, and I feel like it's not the end of the world. But it just slows down the raid a little bit, because it takes a turn away from you being able to set up the rain when you kind of want to use that turn to set the rain up. Because you're so reliant on being a physical attacker as well, it's a little bit awkward. Excalibur works, but watch out for Focus Blast. I like Excalibur running. I'm pleased it's working as well, mate. Thanks so much for sharing. Excalibur. I think Kyogre is going to work. Azumarill doesn't get burned. How? How does it avoid the Will-O-Wisp? What voodoo are you doing to avoid the burn? Oh, you have it already. Right, let's change this. Vaporeon's definitely the build, I think, for it. Select Kyogre. challenge alone. Let's see what this one works like. Are you able to use Toxic Orb of Black Sludge instead? Or do you absolutely need the Shell Bell healing? Is that on the Vaporeon? Or are you talking about something else? Because Black Sludge and Toxic Orb sound like something. Just wondering. He's a Tanklaw. Yes, Shell Bell, of course. I kind of mess up moveset, but still managed to take it down first time. Captain Perry, I need to see where this is. You've posted this somewhere in the chat. Kyogre, Origin Pulse, Rain Dance, Calm Mind, Aqua Ring. Okay, cool. Shell Bell, yeah. I feel like you need the recovery. And Kevin, thank you so much for becoming a subscriber of the channel. There's a sunny day, so yeah, we just counteract this with a Rain Dance here. And we got to remember that they don't nullify any negative effects from us. We don't really care about the burn too much, so we can just go ham on Calm Minding here after the only problem is, I guess the Infernal Parade is going to be a bit tricky, but we'll go for an Aqua Ring and then we'll go for, yeah, the Infernal Parade going to hit us. Yeah, that's why the Calm Minds are going to be useful. Burn not the best. Negative effects from itself. Calm Mind. These Infernal Parades are hitting pretty hard, but not terrible. Let's see if we can get 2 Calm Minds up and then launch. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Oh, we should be able to get 2 Calm Minds up. Yeah, we should. It's going to take us about even. Maybe better off going for an Origin Pulse now, just to get some health back. Such a cool animation. Okay, it's not doing great damage, but we only +1. But that does heal us up nicely. And it's probably not in range for the shield to go up yet. Be nice to have a way to heal the burn, because that Infernal Parade throughout is going to be pretty annoying. Now, probably we don't want to Calm Mind too much, because as soon as that shield goes up, it does nullify the stats on the stat boost on our side of the field. There it is. Okay. What about Water Veil Dondozo? That could work for sure. Problem with Dondozo doesn't really have a way to kind of. It's got Curse to boost its stats, but outside of that, it doesn't really have a good way to boost its stats. E-Rich, I will be 100% watching it. I don't know when though, but it is the plan. How about you? This is a problem with Origin Pulse as well. Origin Pulse is very shaky accuracy. And they're nullifying stats on our side of the field. So we're going to take some big damage from... we haven't really got room to Calm Mind either. I like Kyogre. I don't know if it's the best option. I still think Vaporeon's like by far the best. I think we can just refine the Vaporeon. Yeah, I'm not sold on the Kyogre. I think the burn and yeah, it's just it's a tricky Pokemon for soloing. I think the Vaporeon is the one. Let's go in one more time with the Vaporeon. Let's try and get the moves down exactly how we need to do it properly. And then I think that is the solo build so far. Would you recommend as a support option? I think there's so many good options for support. Tony, I think you're right. I think the Vaporeon is just the one. Right, let's go into it. Let's map this out. Is Milotic a good option? Potentially Milotic could be really good, you know. Milotic, I haven't really looked too much of it. The Marvel scale ability though. Probably not the best ability for it, even if it is burnt, because it's the defense multiplier, not a special defense multiplier. Probably want competitive, not really going to be useful too much in this raid either. What nature do you have in Vaporeon? Modest nature. Goodra looks to be a disgusting pick for this. Goodra actually could be a really good pick for this. So turn 1, we go for the Rain Dance, because the turn 1 Will-O-Wisp is always going to come out. So we kind of negate that with the Rain Dance here on the Vaporeon. This would be the real, I think the real tell whether or not Vaporeon is the one this weekend. So there's the hydration kicking in. It's going to Sunny Day as well, which is not ideal, kind of wasting our turns. So we have to Rain Dance again. But if they go for the Will-O-Wisp again, that's super fine, because we just negate their turn. They go for the Infernal Parade, but not going to be doing too much damage. Now I think to prioritize here, it does burn us, but it's all right. We got hydration. Now I think the priority here is we need to wait for it to nullify its stats on its side of the field. So you could probably just Calm Mind at this stage, just to make sure that you are taking attacks a little bit better, because you need to wait for the turn where it nullifies its stat drops on its side of the field, which is like turn 3 or turn 4, unless I've missed it, which I don't think I have. There we go. Right, so after this, now for the next few turns we don't attack it, we just get 3 fake tears off, and this just makes sure that we are expediting that end goal. I guess just keep an eye on the rain as well, just to make sure that you know how long you've got left on your rain dances, so you're aware when it's going to leave the field. And it's definitely going to steal Terra Orb from you at some point. Let's see how long we've got. We've got 2 turns of rain, so that's fine. That's enough to get these fake tears up, so we don't need to worry too much. But yeah, Infernal Parade going to come down. Take minimal damage from that. Fake Tear is going to be another one that gets it down to -4, and then we want the the shield goes up before we can get that last one off. Okay, that's not too bad, because it should nullify the stat boosts on our side of the field. So we can I guess we go for a Calm Mind here. We'll try and go for a Calm Mind if we can. Focus Blast coming out. Critical hit. Although it's so weird. It told us it was a critical hit before it was an actual critical hit. Yeah, we've soloed it with Vaporeon and with Manaphy as well so far. So I feel like the Vaporeon is going to be the more consistent of the two though. We'll go for the Rain Dance again. This Will-O-Wisp in. This is fine. And it's -4 special defense, so that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. We just need to not get RNG, because the critical hits are just nasty. It's not like even Focus Blast is a high crit chance either. It's just like crazy. So yeah, nullifying the stats of boost on our side of the field. So okay, now we need to concentrate on those Calm Minds. This is where we can go to town. The Infernal Parade shouldn't do too much because it's not burnt. Get these Calm Minds up. If we can get 3 Calm Minds, we should be in a good spot. Bit of a wonky raid, to be honest. It's a little bit weird. Like, you've got all this RNG kind of stuff going on with the Focus Blast, and it doesn't really seem to be like a consistent method for the Typhlosion to be setting up the Sunny Day and getting the Infernal Parade off, and Will-O-Wisp and all those things. Seems a bit. We'll go for 3 Calm Minds. Yeah, there's the Will-O-Wisp. We should negate this with the rain. I want to try the Ceruledge. If people are talking about Ceruledge being good, then I would like to try it. I just feel like it's going to have a hard time. The Infernal Parade feels like it's going to be still hitting hard, you know? Weather Ball instead of Surf. I don't think so. Like, if I'm completely honest. No, the Surf, it's -4 and we're +3. So it's still got the shield up, so... yeah, that's fine. The Surf off. And we just need to be at the point of terrestrializing now. I think the rain ends here, yeah. So we need to set the rain up ASAP. But because of those Calm Minds, we're not going to take too much damage from the Infernal Parade. Sunny day going up. Is that your free turn, is it? Mr. Typhlosion. Yeah, this will do double damage, but still, because of the Calm Minds, like I say, we're in a decent spot. And now we're in that spot where we can just cycle till we can terrestrialize, and then we should be able to close out the raid pretty quickly from this point. So it's just that initial setup, I think, and then Vaporeon's going to be able to walk this no trouble. Yeah, that's fine. We're taking like no damage from that at all. Just get the burn. All the RNG. Cerulege is doing well because of the AI being dumb and trying to will-o-wisp even when you have flash fire. How that that is funny. That is funny. Okay, we should be able to terrestrialize after this potentially. These crits. I don't think anyone has tried Ogapon. Nah, I don't think anyone's tried Ogapon yet. But you get it early. Kyogre is the best at the moment. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the Kyogre when I went in with it, if I'm completely honest. Let's see how much this does. It's only -4 the HISUIAN Typhlosion. So we're +3, it's -4 special defense. So I think really optimally it could be -6. We got it to -6 the first time we did it with Vaporeon. And you've got room to go to +6 on with the Calm Minds, I think, at this stage if you really need to. Focus Blast coming out. Let's see how much this does. Nada. Vaporeon's just an absolute tank. Bye-bye, Typlosion. It's done. Ooh, no, it just hangs on. Just hangs on. Who's ready for the Dark Samurott event? Yes, Kevin. That's probably going to be the hardest one out of all three of these HISUIAN Pokemon. Dondozo. Using Goodra is faster to farm with this raid. MC, is that right? So the Acid Spray, Goodra, Rain Dance. I'm guessing Acid Spray, Rain Dance. I'm guessing Surf on it as well. Let's try the Goodra. I like the idea of Goodra. Goodra's great. Great shout. It's got the hydration as well. So Rain Dance, Goodra, Acid Spray. We want Surf. Let's build the Goodra. I like this. What would we have for the fourth move though on the Goodra? Do you need a fourth move? Probably. Doesn't get Calm Mind though. Life Dew you could go with as a support option. What would really benefit it? Can I get the Vaporeon stats and moves? You can indeed, yeah. So the Vaporeon that we're running is this one. So Shell Bell, level 100, Terra Water, and all of its IVs are 31, so Hyper Train them. The EVs are 252 in special attack, 252 special defense. Ability is hidden ability, so Hydration. Moveset is Rain Dance, Calm Mind, Fake Tears, and Surf. So, Light, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. The Manaphy works, my friend. It was a good shout with that one, dude. It was a very good shout. We ran through it. Works pretty well. I think at the moment, the Vaporeon is a very, very, very consistent option. But we are about to dive in and try. I'm not a fan of Kyogre. I don't think the Kyogre is a great shout for it. But we are going to try Goodra. I should have a Goodra built in here. I do have a Goodra. I'm going to have to change the Terra type on it though. And some of its moves. Remember moves. Charm we don't need. Rain Dance. Let's get rid of Charm. Oh, we've got a Body Press variant here. Okay. We need Acid Spray. I think that's it. Oh no, it does learn it. Goodra, you're just the best. You are the best, Goodra, because you just learn all these moves. You don't need TMs or anything to do this. Do you get Surf as well? I doubt you get Surf. Could go Muddy Water though. I don't know what the fourth move should be really on it. Definitely not Acid Armor. No moves. You could go something like Tearful looks interesting. see. What's the fourth move? +1 for Weather Ball. Do you think? Weather Ball's the one to go for? Life Dew's not a bad option. Base 100 attack, I guess. Stronger than Surf. Goodra gets Scald. That's very true. Weather Ball's stronger though in the rain by 20 base power. So Weather Ball's probably better than Scald. Because the burn's not really going to come into much contention in the raid too much. Doesn't really get... That's such a small move pool. Life Dew's not a bad option, I guess. I think it's down to Weather Ball. Weather Ball or Scald, I think. Muddy Water and Zoom Lens, I love it. Oddish, thank you so much for coming by, my friend, and I will see you very soon. Surf or Muddy Water? I think Surf. I think Surf. I'm running Weather Ball on Vaporeon really good, yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You can teach it, yeah, to learn Surf. Perfect Spare 300, thank you so much for the 199 chat show. Perfect Spare, a little bit of love in the chat. Thank you so much for the support. Really, really appreciate it. And let's go fix up this Goodra and get this Goodra ready and try the Goodra. I'm kind of excited to try the Goodra. I think Weather Ball over Scald probably better. You could probably play it. Probably play both though. Light. Manaphy. Yeah, you just went with the Manaphy. The Manaphy's good. I like the Manaphy build. Right, we need Surf. Oh, we don't go Surf. We go Weather Ball. Because I don't fancy going and running and getting all these TMs. All this material for TMs. Okay, we go Weather Ball. Weather Ball's stronger anyway. It really is, so it's not really a where is Weather Ball? I think, is it there? No, I think it's TM, isn't it, that we need to teach it. Have we got Weather Ball as a TM? There we are. Okay, teach you Weather Ball. For that, and I guess we could go with Anson. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Water Terra Ninetales does it easy. Very nice. I like that. I like it. Shiny Mimikyu definitely being shy. We only got 2 earlier on, and neither of them had the crafty mark. I like the idea of Tear for Luck just to slow down the Typhlosion, you know, because its damage output will be horrendous, which just gives you a little bit more room to kind of get the setup, to be honest. Probably more beneficial than anything else. Let's go Tear for Luck, because I feel like that if you get it off before the screen goes up, that could be quite good. You're gonna have to PP max. The Weather Ball. Right, and then I'm gonna have to think, what do we got? What's our ability? Yeah, Subsip. So we just need to do one of those ability capsules. That's fine. We don't need to waste anything else. So for hydration, and then we probably want to go modest nature on the Goodra. And do we need to go special defense? Probably not. We could go HP and special attack, I think. Let's see what we've got AV wise on it, because it's got such high special defense anyway. So yeah, HP and special attack. So let's get that out of defense. Berry. We need Qualot. And then we need to go special attack. We got the Mochi that we could just bung in there. No, we don't have those. We have calciums. We need a few of those. Okay, so we'll have to get some calciums. I think 252 HP, and then, oh, I mean, you could go 252 special defense and 252 special attack, but probably fine with. No, it's probably better going. Is it better going special? I don't know if it's better going with the special defense for this one. Probably is over the HP because we're not getting attacked by any physical attacks. So really it's going to be more optimal going, yeah, for those as well. So if we use the Pom Eggs. And just totally revamp it. And then we go for 252. In there, and then we go for the zincs, and then I think that should be, and then the 4 in health. Yeah, so I think this will probably be all right for the Goodra. It makes more sense. We need to go and change its Terra type as well. Yeah. And that might work. We might need to change a moveset here or there. But let's change its Terra typing and then we can go in and try the Goodra. Just realized that jingle is from the Magikarp jump game. Manaphy can beat him. Manaphy's very good against it. So I just kind of use Golduck for this event. Potentially Golduck could be good. It's not gonna, well, I don't see any reason why Golduck wouldn't work, to be honest. Golduck, I think there's a bunch of options for this event, honestly. Golduck's a little bit slower than HISUIAN Typhlosion. Money is irrelevant, just some hours work for the turbo controller. This is very true, Dominic. Very true. Right. Okay, water onto Goodra. And we're good. We're good to go in. Let's find this Typhlosion. Go hunting. Jared, thank you so much for the subscribe. And thanks for joining us tonight. And Noah, thank you so much for the subscribe as well, my friend. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we've got the Goodra build. Still trying stuff out. So far, Manaphy, Vaporeon, definitely the best options, I think, for this build. I'm going to look forward to trying the Goodra out, though, because I think the Goodra, if it is, like other people have said, a very fast way to do it, then that is going to be awesome. Because it's all about how quickly you can farm these raids, really. So let's head out to it. How is Annihilate? We could test Annihilate. Annihilate might be very, very good. I think it suffers from the burn, though. That's the only problem. Because the Will-O-Wisp is going to slow it down so much. Terrifier, Annihilate, potentially. I like the idea of the Ninetales, though. That's a great. I think the Terrifier Ninetales is very cool. Right. No, we need to. This is really annoying. Krogunks, why are you doing this to us? We've got important work to be doing. We haven't got time for any frogging around. When you just want to do a raid and all there is Toxicrog and Krogunk. Right. Hopefully this family of toads can just leave us alone for 2 minutes. I just needed to check the item on the Goodra. That's all I need to do, because I don't think we've got anything on it yet. We'll have to steal that off you. So, right. Okay, we should be good. Hopefully those annoying pesky frogs have gone. And then we can go into it. Right. Let's try this. Yeah, Goodra's, yeah, it's all hyper trained, everything. Let's try it. Yeah, Ursaluna unfortunately has a really hard time. I think this is the same with the Snorlax as well. Although the Snorlax I think could work. We should try the Snorlax again, the Facade Snorlax. Because with the Amnesia, I think it could actually work. So, because you can Amnesia turn 1. You're going to take everything pretty comfortably. Then you can probably Amnesia twice, Belly Drum. Yep, you'll be burnt already. And then just Facade. Screech actually 3 times. Actually, that might... Let's try the Snorlax next. I think the Snorlax might actually work. Moveset for Goodra. At the moment, we've got... we have got... the Tearful Luck. I don't know if the Tearful Luck. Acid Spray, Weather Ball. You could go Surf over Weather Ball. You could go Muddy Water. You could go Scald as well. I think the big things on this set are going to be having Hydration as the ability on the Goodra. Having Rain Dance to overwrite the Sun. And then that Acid Spray as well. And then once... I think the big thing to always look out for with the HISUIAN raid, Hunter, thank you so much for the subscribe, is looking for when it nullifies its stat drops on its side of the field. So, you know, early on in the raid here, we could just try and get some damage off. Because we're bulky enough, we're going to be able to take a bunch of damage from it. The Weather Ball going to be able to just get some chip off. We'll be able to get some HP. We'll be able to tick down our terrestrialization counter as well. Danny, thank you so much for the subscribe. Almost 500 likes, chat. You're killing it tonight. So this point where they nullify the stats on its side of the field, I think this is where you can go for the Tearful Luck, right? And the Tearful Luck's quite nice in a way because it's almost like Snarl, but it's reducing the attack and the special attack by 1 stage every time you use it. It won't work through the shield, so we need to get it off now. It just means that Typhlosion's super slot, being able to get damage kind of rolling onto us. The Hydration kicking in there, getting rid of our burn, so the Infernal Parade not going to be able to do that double damage. You could probably get 2 Tearful Lucks off just to make sure that you're not taking any damage. So you've got that really kind of secure setup with the Goodra. And then you want to just start going Acid Spray, really. Acid spraying, because now we can just get to the point where we can get it down to -6, even through its shield, and then just start spamming the Weather Balls. So this is actually quite a nice setup. The Goodra is pretty good. I like it. I like the Goodra. Chiyu, Snarl, Dogpuss, Nasty Plot. Nice. Seeing Walk and Wake being used. It's interesting. It might be something that you can just sit and spam with. Do you need to get the DLC for Weather Ball? I don't think so. I think it's just a normal TM that you don't necessarily need. Fake Tears is OP with Vaporeon. Yeah, I feel like the Fake Tears is the way to go with Vaporeon. Like, if you can get that off before the shield goes up, it's just so easy to do. Vaporeon's very good. I still stand by Vaporeon is the most consistent. And it hasn't got Solar Beam, yeah. Focus Blast. And you can see with that Tearful Luck, it's just doing nothing. It's really not. So this should be the last Fake Tears, and then we can go for Weather Ball, and then we should be able to Terrestrialize, because it's taken away our ability to Terrestrialize by 1 turn. So it's kind of extending it. Steven, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Love your vids, always incredibly helpful. Thank you so much for the comment and the support, Steven. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. And hopefully, yes, it's affecting our side of the field, but because we're not boosting up or anything, then we're fine to just Weather Ball here. It's -6, so we're good. We're good here. Just absolutely, Goodra might be the quickest way to spam this raid, really. Go Ray Dance, 2 Calm Minds, then Fake Tears till it shield goes. Yes, that's true. Until solos it with about 25 to 30% bar left. That's really good to know as well. Let's see how Goodra gets on in this one. We can get close to knocking the shield out here. Steven, thank you so much again for the super chat. That's a bit annoying. That is really annoying, that crit. So deceiving. It's very deceiving. It's not like a true reflection with the crit there, because that's way more damage. I mean, the Goodra is going to 100% work in this raid for sure. And it's going to be really good, really effective. And I think the Tearful Luck is actually not a bad option on it as a fourth option. But we should be able to knock it out here. And that's about... okay. Felicious, thank you so much for the 2-month membership. Thank you so much. Finally got my Alolan Vulpix 900 eggs. Let's go. Congratulations, my friend. That is amazing. That is so good to hear. So happy you got it. That's great. And it's going to be over. Oh, we do need that. This is a problem with Weather Ball and why Scald might be better. Because now a Weather Ball's fire type attack. We're not going to be doing super effective damage. So that is a bit slow. But you probably need the rain up anyway to kind of finish it off. I'll try Goodra. Goodra is pretty solid. Goodra is definitely a very good build for this one. Yeah. Yeah, the Weather Ball is a little bit reliant on the rain dance, but I think it's fine, right? I don't think there's any worries of ever getting knocked out when you're playing Goodra. This Goodra build's solid. So, yeah, Goodra is very good. So we got 3 so far. We got the Vaporeon. I still think it's my favorite. The Goodra, I think, might be the... Feels very quick, the Goodra. Feels very quick. And then the Manaphy as well, which is very good. So I think they're the ones. It works solo with Scorvillion. Don't tell me this, Eric. Love everyone's. I think this is the nice thing about this raid. Everyone's coming in and like, this works, this works, this works. Does Typhlosion not have physical coverage? No, it's all special. We're running Shell Bell, yeah. So for those of you that want to know the Goodra build, the Goodra is Terra Water, Shell Bell Hell item, level 100, and then we've got Tearful Luck. So that's good because it reduces the special attack and attack by 1 stage. So you're reducing that special attack. You can do that twice like we did there, just doing nothing throughout the raid. Then we got Rain Dance, Acid Spray, Weather Ball, and then EV spread of 252 special attack, 252 special defense with a modest nature. The rest put into HP, which would be that 4 or 6 remaining AVs. And then Hydration is the ability which cures our health in the rain. So that is a Goodra. I think a very good one. And I think one last thing that we're going to do is try the Snorlax. So let's try the Snorlax. And then we'll jump on and maybe do some raids together. But we figured this out pretty quickly tonight, chat. This has been good. This has been good. Zoe, thank you so much for coming by the chat tonight. Hi from Australia, jumping on Scarlet soon to try this raid. So this vid will be helpful. Hopefully it will. And thanks so much for coming by. And good luck with the raid when you jump into it. Oh no, we don't want that one. That fire one. We want this one. Right. There we go. And a big shout out to Lunathine, Golden John, and Daniel R for the subscribes. Thank you so much, friends, and for the support. It really means a lot, and has got a long way to helping the channel grow and all that good stuff. So thank you so much. Yeah, I want to know what this Scorvillion build is. You've piqued my interest here. If Scorvillion can work, I feel like we just need to build it just for the sake of it. Ryan, how you doing, mate? Your Arceus build worked. Excellent to hear, mate. I'm pleased. Yeah, I think Arceus will be very good into this one. The god Pokemon will reign supreme over HISUIAN TYPHLOSION. Pleased to hear it, mate. Thank you so much for coming by the stream as well. I hope you're having a great day. Right, now, what was I talking about? The Goodra build works. Let's try this Snorlax build because I feel like Snorlax is going to work. I believe in the Snorlax. But not the original one, the normal type one. And I think we've got the build put together. Yeah, special defense, attack, thick fat, belly drum, screech, amnesia, facade. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna try it. What are we booting out? The Azumarill. It needs a Shell Bell. It needs a Shell Bell item. So off this old Snorlax. We haven't even tried the Samurott yet. Although Samurott, the burn, not really gonna have a great time. It's not gonna have a great time. Samurott, unfortunately, the burn just doesn't help. Okay. I'm determined to make the Snorlax work. I think the Snorlax will work, you know. I think the Snorlax will be pretty good as well. You might call me crazy. I just feel like if we can get 3 screeches off before that screen goes up, and then we can belly drum, and then we are going to be able to do some huge damage to this thing. Zerk Knight, how are you doing? I hope you're well. The dash bum work as support for sure, definitely. Palkia was good for me. Nice, Jesse. Good to hear that Palkia worked out. Color scheme looks like a Master Ball. Yeah, the Master Ball is definitely a good shout. I like that a lot. Would Pyro work with rival ability? Not sure what moves actually gets. Pyro is not a bad shout, you know. The Pokemon Pilot, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the stream with us. If you're live with us tonight, and Ronald as well, thank you so much as well for that. Okay, so we take the burn with the Snorlax because I think early on we don't really worry about doing too much other than getting ourselves a couple of amnesias set up so we can take those focus blasts and other attacks. We don't need to worry about the Infernal Parade because we're immune to it. Sunny Day even coming up, we've got Thick Fat. We don't really care about the Flamethrower or any of the fire type attacks that are coming out from it. So I think we go for 2 amnesias here because it gives us room to get those 3 screeches off before we can potentially have room to belly drum. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Special defense dropping though, not what we want to be seeing, but that's fine. Now this is where we need to get these screeches off. It might not help having physical attack as our partner in Pokemon, but we'll see. And the crit. That was a crit. That is nuts. I mean, yeah, okay, so now we need to get the screeches off. So probably that last turn was probably a turn we could have. Yeah, we've got room to get 3 screeches off, even with the burns, I think. Focus Blast has to hit 3 times, basically, to knock us out at this stage. I guess when we come back onto the field, we need to amnesia straight away, because I feel like this might be a case where we have to get knocked out before we're able to. And if the Screech misses like that, we're not in a good place, are we? We're not in a good place. No. That's a bit annoying. That's not as consistent at all, because there's so many variables, I think, with it. I had to try it though. The Focus Blast just kills you, yeah. Especially when it hits every time. The special defense drop definitely didn't help. The crit didn't help. But again, it might work. It's just if you do encounter that sort of thing, that's where it could go wrong. Whereas I think even with the Vaporeon, when we were getting critical hits against us, still worked so well. So I think that's where the consistency level where you want to kind of come in and just say, right, well, I mean, we can see if we can finish it off. It's -4. We can amnesia once. And then we can, because it'll Will-O-Wisp us here, I think, yeah. And then we can belly drum, and then we can facade and see how much damage we can do. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, maybe. Let's belly drum. Let's see. Let's belly drum. Let's try it out. See what the damage is like with the facade. Because we should take a Focus Blast here. Flamethrowing, so we'll tank this. We're not in Focus Blast range. So let's see what this facade does. I don't know if it's going to do anywhere near what we're expecting it to do. It's not terrible. It's not really what we're looking for. I think Terrasilizer might be a way to do it. Yeah, I don't know. The RNG, I think, plays a huge factor. But the Thick Fat, this is what I mean about the Snorlax able to kind of just tank hits, you know? It is very good at being able to do this. Sunny Day coming out. Even with the Sunny Day, we'll be able to take these flamethrowers. I think the biggest threat is that Focus Blast, which, being such a low accurate move, seems to just hit every single time, which you can't complain about, right? That Goodra is doing very good. Yeah, I think the Goodra is a very, very solid shot. I think between Goodra and Vaporeon, is very good. I'm kind of trying to force the Snorlax to work. Even under bad RNG, I still feel like it's going to be able to do it. But I don't know if it's the one. I don't know if it's the one. The Facade's definitely the call though, for sure. And we should be able to terrestrialize this next turn and then break the shield and then knock it out. Which is nice, because once you've got the belly drum set up, you're kind of in a good space to just, yeah. It would just be good if you could get the 3 screeches off, so it's down to -6. So then you're really expediting your damage output. But I don't know if it's I don't know if it's possible. What's the best build? Like if queuing with randoms. I think Goodra is a really good one. Even online, it'll perform very well. See what this damage is like. Big old Snorlax. Oosh. That is good. That's why Snorlax could be good for this. There's potential with Snorlax. I don't think it's the best, but it is going to be possible to do it. Because of that amnesia, yeah, you take those pretty comfortably. And now we're in a good spot to just be able to clean it up pretty cleanly. And this is with bad RNG, you know, so I do think Snorlax has potential to be something that you could use in this raid, because the RNG was pretty against us for the initial parts of this raid. So yeah, Snorlax definitely can do it. I don't think it's the quickest though, but I mean, might not be a bad shout. Snorlax does work though. I think Goodra and Vaporeon for sure. What's a Goodra build? Let's have a look. Charles, thank you so much for the subscribe, as well as Dragon Plays. Thank you again. And Ariza, thank you so much as well for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. Nick, what's the Goodra build? Right, we'll go over them. What's the spreads of the Snorlax? The Snorlax is... So the Snorlax... Look at this. We've got Michael. You want to know? Okay, so the Snorlax, if you're interested, is Shell Bell, level 100, normal Terra type, Belly Drum, Screech, Amnesia, Facade, Thick Fat, and then we've got 252 attack, 252 special defense, 4 or 6 in HP, and then an adamant nature. So that is the Snorlax. The Goodra build is going to be Water Terra type, Shell Bell, level 100. Tearful Luck, Rain Dance, Acid Spray, Weather Ball. Hydration is the ability. And then 252 special attack, 252 special defense, with the rest put into 2 HP. And then the other one is going to be Vaporeon, again level 100 Terra Water. Shell Bell, 252 special attack, 252 special defense, Rain Dance, Calm Mind, Fake Tears, and Surf are the moves. So that is the builds that we've got so far. And I think the Vaporeon and the Goodra, very good. The other option was with this was, I mean, yeah, where are we dropping? Yeah, I don't know where you put the Take Heart though over those, because you need Rain Dance for the hydration, stop the Inferno Parade being double damage. I feel like Manaphy is a very good build as well. I do feel like Manaphy could do just as good a job as anything. So I think these 4 are pretty well. I'm not including Snorlax in this, but I think Goodra and Vaporeon are probably the best ones so far. So I would say these, and then Snorlax is decent, and then of course you've got Arceus as well, which is a really good build as well. Take Heart instead of Tail Claw, just so you've got it as like, okay, that makes more sense, I guess. Let's try that then, because that's like your Calm Mind, isn't it? Yeah, and it's very much like the Vaporeon. So yeah, but they're the ones I think, and obviously Arceus as well is very solid into it. But other than that, Scott, you're gonna clock out. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream tonight. Flying Capybara, try a Cerulege, please. Okay, what's the set on the Cerulege that everyone's going on? Because what is the super effective attack? What's the stab that we're using on the Cerulege? Where's my Cerulege here? We're gonna have to spend some more dosh re-EV in it. Cerulege, Ghost Terra type. Probably want different Terra type. So who is better in your opinion, Goodra or Vaporeon? For the raid, I would say Goodra, you know. I think Goodra is probably going to be a little bit quicker. But I think Vaporeon is very consistent. You're not going to lose with either of them, I don't think. Anime music video, what's up? Anyone tried Kyogre? I did try Kyogre. I didn't quite like it, but whether or not that's because I just need to just kind of stick with it a little bit longer. But I think Vaporeon and Goodra are probably the best one. I beat with Take Heart. It's good because you don't have to Rain Dance turn 1 like Vaporeon. Just keep using Take Heart to remove the burn while getting boosts. Yeah, that's actually a really good point, where you're getting like that incremental kind of boost every time. Yeah, that is nice. Do you need EVs and special defense or HP? Fine. On which Pokemon Ace? No face. Do you think Gyarados is good for option? I mean, its only way to boost up is Dragon Dance, so it's a bit slow in boosting itself up. And it's going to be susceptible to the Will-O-Wisps, which makes it a little bit more tricky to use, I think. But yeah, I think these ones are the builds. Right. I'll have to figure out the Ceruledge another time. I really don't know what are we using for Ceruledge to beat this thing then? Like what's its stab moves that it's got access to that's going to be good? Like, I don't know. Does it get rock? Does it get ground? I guess it gets Terra Blast, but then you're kind of relying on Terra Blast. I don't know. Okay. Right. Try Arceus or Ogre. We've tried Kyogre. Like for both Vaporeon and the Goodra. Yeah, both for the Vaporeon and the Goodra. 252 special attack, 252 special defense. So they're the EV spreads that you're going to need with both of them. So like there for the Vaporeon and the Goodra. They both have, it's more, especially with the Vaporeon, because it got such a high HP stat, it makes more sense to put the investment into the special defense. Definitely trolls saying Ceruledge for sure. Jacob, thank you so much for the subscribe. Terra difficult Terra. Is this a Terra? A difficult Terra? I think it's not too bad, to be honest. Arceus definitely solos for sure. Should we try Arceus? We got the Arceus build in the preview video. I feel like it will do a job. It doesn't really care about the burn, does it? We need to give it a it's already got the Shell Bell. Okay. Let's try the Arceus. And then we are good, I think, with these. I'll put Snorlax at a very low at the bottom, because I do really like the Snorlax. It's something I'll probably use myself over the weekend. Just if I've got a spare minute or two, but I don't know if it's something I'd recommend to everyone to be like, go out, use Snorlax. Yeah, it's the best. But we've seen the damage that it can do, and it did have bad RNG at the time, so it might not be a bad shout. It's not terrible, at least it does work. Who's your favorite legendary and non-legendary? So favorite non-legendary, is it alright to say pseudo-legendary, like Tyranitar? I love Tyranitar, so Tyranitar, one of my favorites. And favorite legendary, wow, that's a tough one. Is that including mythicals? Because that definitely changes my answer, I think. But in the meantime, what about you? What are your favorite ones? Right, let's see this Arceus. Let's see what this does. I've got no worries about Arceus being able to do this. I think Arceus is going to have a pretty easy time against the Typhlosion. And then before we finish up tonight, friends, we'll jump on. If any of you want to join me in a raid online, I will use the Goodra and you can come and join me, and we'll beat this thing together. Tito was my favorite mon. I got to 100. I love Tito's the best. I love Tito. It is one of my favorites. It's one of the because I collect old TCG cards, so T-Tar is the one card that I try and get every time there's a T-Tar card coming out. So I do have a bit of a T-Tar collection. I do love T-Tar, and I managed to get the Sit and Cutie plush T-Tar in Japan, in Yokohama, when I was commentating over there in the summer, which was very cool because I haven't seen it, and every time it has been around before, I've not been able to get it because it's sold out. So I was very happy to see that. Do the walk and wake. I want to see if it will be good choice for when I get off work in an hour. Kama, we can have a go with it. What's the set everyone's suggesting? I haven't looked at it. I can put something together, I mean, so it's fine. Love to visit Japan. It's such a great place, Jim. I would 100% recommend it. That was a waste because we should have done something completely different turn one there. We should have 100% calm-minded. That was such a waste. And the focus blast's a bit dicey. Yeah. So we need to be, yeah, the focus blast makes it a little bit tricky unless you just go Terra Water with it from the beginning because there's no solar beam. Yeah, so you just go Terra Water with Arceus. You don't even mess around with the normal. You just got the plate, I mean. Yeah. Pure water type. I only didn't go water type in the preview because I was like, it's probably gonna have solar beam, but it turns out it doesn't. So yeah. Rio, that is awesome to hear. I'm pleased the Goodra worked out. Really pleased to hear that the Goodra worked out. And Matt, I just got back from my Japan trip 2 days ago. Amazing. How was it, mate? I hope you had an awesome time. Very jealous. Very jealous. It's such a cool place. Such a unique place. Like, I really want to go back. I think when it's not so hot and muggy, though. I think when Worlds was like the worst time of year to kind of go and visit. So hot. You can use Tail Glow 2 times this whole time. Yeah, Tail Glow is, I think Tail Glow is a nice option on the Manaphy for sure. There's a shield. Okay, now we go. I kind of miss not having Recover on Arceus Mind. I really do. Now we just Acid Spray. Acid Spray, Acid Spray. Jim, binge watch The Devil's Plan after the last stream log. Good show. Awesome to hear. It's such a good show. I'm like genuinely sad I don't have it to watch anymore. I kind of feel like I should watch it again. Just for the sake of watching it. It's just, I don't know. I don't think this is the right build for this. This Arceus is not the right build for this, for sure. I think we need to get knocked out and start this again. Not going to get the chance though, but we can get these acid sprays off while we got the opportunity, I guess. That's what we're waiting for, the abilities on our side of the field. Although we can terrestrialize now, we're not going to. I don't think we terrestrialize just yet. Moves to use for Vaporeon. So Vaporeon, we use Fake Tears, Calm Mind, Rain Dance, and Surf. Is the moveset. It's absolutely class, yeah. I want to go back as soon as. Most people seem to say that too. We had the perfect weather, but would actually go in November for the fall colors, or obviously spring if possible. Yeah, I think either of those two would be amazing. I think November would be a nice time to go for sure. But it's really nice November, but obviously spring would be amazing. Amazing time to go. And that Facade Snorlax build available to see. Yes, I will cover it all before we finish up. Right, let's get this Rain Dance up. Let's get our last acid spray, and let's just see how much these water type attacks are doing after we terrestrialize. I don't think we need to actually Calm Mind to rinse it with Arceus. I think Arceus is going to be able to just do it. The one more acid spray. Yeah, one more, and then we can terrestrialize Surf. Goodra was modest nature, yes. Yeah. Dougie, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. How do I get to battle this Pokemon? I only see 4-star raids. No, Dougie, you need to unlock 6-star raids in your game before you can access any of the 7-star Terra raid events. So basically, once you finish the game, you need to have done the Ace Academy tournament at the school, and then you need to go out and do like 10 raids. After that, you'll get a call from Jacques, and then once you've done that, you'll unlock 6-star Terra raids, which will unlock the event. So don't worry if you miss it this weekend, because you're going to be able to have this whole week coming up to kind of do that. because the event will be going live next weekend again. So you should be able to do that, depending on where you are in your game, of course. I'm not really too sure whereabouts you are, so that will play a big factor. But to get the 7-star raids, I'm pretty sure you need the 6-star raids already unlocked. What's the build of the Goodra? We'll go over it in just a second. I'm gonna finish this one. We should be able to do it this turn. This turn should be enough. The rain doesn't go away, which it shouldn't. No, we're alright. There we go. Yeah, I think Arceus with Judgment probably better. So you just got Judgment, water, plate, recover, acid spray, calm mind. I don't know if you really need the rain dance, to be honest. It's the first time we've seen that message tonight. So yeah, this build not most optimal, just because of the focus blast kind of throws it off a little bit, and there's no solar beam, which we didn't expect on the original build. So, but we can do it anyway. Yeah. What about Dondozo with hidden ability? I think it would be alright, but I think it's going to be slow because it only gets curse as its only boost move. Cyrus, how is Snorlax build? We just did it with the Snorlax. Funnily enough, we got some really bad RNG with it, but ran through it pretty quickly. So the Snorlax, the Facade one, normal Terra type with Facade is actually really good. Should we try one more with the Snorlax? I tell you what, no, we won't. Because I did promise that I would jump on with some of you if you want to do the raid together before we finish up tonight. But before we do that, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just get the raid back up while I'm raid. Before we go into it, I'll get the builds up that we've got tonight. We've got a few builds that are very consistent. There's 2 that I would definitely recommend to go in and farm this with. That you're going to have no trouble with at all. Goodra and Vaporeon are the Pokemon seem to be the best ones for this raid. So if any of you would like to jump in and do the raid with me in a moment, then you can jump on. I'll host the raid. We can do it together. How about Belly Bolt? Belly Bolt could definitely work for sure. I really need to fix my... I really hate my camera being like this. It's not locked. There we go. Just so throwing me off so much doing that. Does Manaphy work? Yeah, Manaphy works. Manaphy's really good as well. Manaphy's really good. Can you please do a code? Yes, we can. We will do a code. So it's only you guys. Right. As long as you don't get attacked by this Sizlazar. So before we go in, the builds that I would recommend for this are going to be the Vaporeon. I will be doing a video on this like after I finish the stream, so you can check that out as well. If you like, level 100, Terra Water, Shell Bell. Doesn't need to be shiny, but if you want to have the swag, then it can be shiny. The moveset is Rain Dance, Calm Mind, Fake Tears, Surf. EV spread is 252 special attack, 252 special defense, modest nature. Make sure the ability is hydration. Then you've got Goodra, which is going to be again level 100. Terra Water, Shell Bell is the held item. Then you got Tearful Luck, Rain Dance, Acid Spray, and Weather Ball. Weather Ball can be changed for Scald, can be changed for Surf, can be changed to Muddy Water. Nuko, thank you so much for the subscribe. EV spread again is going to be 252 special attack, 252 special defense. Omar, thank you so much for the subscribe. Hydration is the ability, modest is the nature on there, and Zardy, the birthday boy. That's just the best username. Zardy, thank you so much for the subscribe, and Celtic as well, thank you. So that's the 2 of those. Then you got the Manaphy with the Shell Bell, Terra Water, level 100. Then we've got Surf, Fake Tears, Take Heart, Rain Dance. You could change Take Heart to Tail Glow if you like. Hydration is the ability. 252 HP, 252 special defense, modest nature with 4 in special attack. So that's the Manaphy. The Arceus will ignore, but the Snorlax is this one. So this Snorlax will work I will persist with it. But we've got the Shell Bell as the held item. You've got normal Terra type. To get around the burn, you've got Facade, which actually does do a lot of damage. Belly Drum, Screech, Amnesia. Thick Fat as the ability. 252 special defense, 252 attack. Basic premise, get your amnesia off. 2 amnesia off, turn 1, turn 2. Then when Typhlosion nullifies its stats on its side of the field, go for 3 Screeches if you can. 2's fine, you can get 3 off, brilliant. The shield will go up. After that, you might nullify your stats. Get your amnesias up. Get in a good healthy place, Belly Drum, and then Facade, Terrastallize, win. And then yeah, so there we go. That's what to do. So we are online. Let's go and host it and challenge as a group. So I think that's how we do it, don't we? Invite friends with link card. So there is like a 3-second delay on the stream, so whoever's first in is going to get in with us first off. So I'll go with Goodra is my choice, my pick. So if anyone wants to come in, and once I've done this, friends, I will be jumping off because I do need to record the video for the raid tonight for the channel, and then we're going to be finishing up the stream. So player use acid spray with Goodra. That's what we've got on our Goodra, yeah. So acid spray is definitely essential that you're going to need. There we go. Lucifer, please change that. Phantom. We got a Melodic, very cool. Vaporeon, and another Goodra. We got 2 Goodras, very nice. Gonna be able to acid spray this thing. No delay here. A brilliant Zodi the birthday boy. Best username. Stand by that. Anime music video. We will definitely do some more of these over the weekend, because I want to be doing the is it the I think the online competition goes live. I think it's live now. The play trick tournament is live, so that would be very fun to play in and do some of these with you guys. Just caught it with the Vaporeon. Thanks for your advice. I managed to get it in a heavy ball. Nice, very cool, Bradley, and pleased the build worked as well for you, my friend. Really pleased to hear that. Gabby, I came in late, so out of all of these builds, which one would you say is your favorite or the best? I would say Vaporeon is the best. But I would say out of that and Goodra, you can't go wrong with either of them. They're both very good, very consistent. Sorry, friends. I'm sitting here and I'm like, why is the raid not starting? Yeah, so it's me. I apologize. Keeping you all waiting. You're like, why aren't you just starting the raid? Let's get into it. Yeah, so Vaporeon or Goodra, I think both are very good. So whichever one you've got on your game, whichever one's easier to put together, just go with that one. The Goodra might be slightly faster, but I really like Vaporeon, so I'm gonna just slightly edge towards Vaporeon on that one, Gabby. So hopefully that helps. I have covered all the builds in the stream so far, so if you can skip back, I don't know if you can do that, you should be able to. Then you'll be able to check those out. But I will be putting a video up very soon after the stream, just showcasing the builds from tonight, just to make sure that everyone's aware of them for over the weekend and going forward. And then we'll probably update them next week, because I feel like this is one of those raids where there is going to be a lot of Pokemon that are going to be very good for these raids. So yeah. Angelica, give Vaporeon a damp rock. How did you manage without having like any recovery? How was that? Was that okay? How did you find that? Because I feel like the Shell Bell's pretty important, because then you're going to have to rely on the heal cheers otherwise if you don't. So it does slow it down slightly, but if it worked out just to have that rain up that bit extra longer, that's actually really good. Let's try and weather ball it now, since everyone is going for. I'll be building the Goodra and Vaporeon and trying them out tomorrow. Phoenix, amazing to hear. Amazing. You'll have a lot of, like, I really don't see how Vaporeon or Goodra could ever not beat the Typhlosion. I think they're very solid. They're going to be very consistent. I don't think you can lose with Goodra or Vaporeon, to be honest. maybe Vaporeon. There's more chance of you losing with Vaporeon than I think you can with Goodra, but I think with both of them, you're going to be in good hands. Angelica, you went Aqua Ring. Nice. Okay, that's cool. I like that. There's the build for Kyogre. Pick a game. There is no build for Kyogre. I'm not a fan of Kyogre for this one. I don't, and that's not to say it won't work, but I haven't really played around with it too much. I did give it a try. Probably didn't give it as much of a chance as it deserved, but it didn't feel as good as what the Goodra or the Vaporeon have felt tonight. Not that I feel Goodras or Vaporeons, but you know what I mean, right? Snorlax was, I liked Snorlax. I do like this, the facade Snorlax, so that one is gonna just be something that I play around with, I think, but I do like it a lot. I think it could work. I think there might be a bit of a refining to it, but I think it could be a good one. Solo with Goodra is proven rough for me. Mr. Roggenson, 5 times in a row it took it to red. Really? What have you hyper trained your Goodra and you've maxed out its special defense stat? Is that, and also it's really important that the one things I did before its shield went up were getting the tearful looks off. So 2 tearful looks really made a huge difference to being able to make sure that the Typhlosion wasn't hitting for any damage at all. Like that was a big play. Wait, I have shiny Goodra and I gave it to you. You can game in. Can't give me your shiny Goodra. You got to keep that. Keep it and use it for the raids. Thank you so much though. Vaporeon with Rain Dance, Fake Tears, Calm Mind and Surf. Yes, that is the build. Yeah. Just try and Acid Spray, but good luck. Yeah, so the build is that I'm using the Weather Ball, the Tearful Look, Fake Tears, and the Rain Dance with Hydration. You can change Weather Ball for Surf if you want, or Scald, either or. But yeah, this is the Goodra, and I don't think you can really go wrong with this build with the Shell Bell. So the Tearful Look, because that reduces the special attack on the Typhlosion. So once it's nullified its stats on its side of the field, that's when you want to try and get like 2 off. That's perfect. Then when the shield goes up, just spam the Acid Spray, make sure your Rain's up, and then just hit the Weather Ball, and you should be able to do it pretty consistently. So yeah, that is that. But friends, I'm going to call it a day there tonight. I just want to say thank you so much for coming by to tonight's stream. It's been an absolute blast helping figure out these. Just because I would stay on longer, but it's in the UK and it's getting on for 2 a.m. and I still need to do the video and all the thumbs and all that stuff for the channel tonight before I can get to bed. And I don't want to be going to bed at like 5 a.m. again this week like I did last week. So I appreciate you all coming out to the stream tonight. I hope the builds that we featured tonight have helped. Keep an eye out on the actual video that goes up if you want to check that out when it goes up. It shouldn't be too long, maybe a 40 minutes time. And then the builds will be there for you to look at if you want to have a look at those. And I will sneak, I'm going to say it to you now, I'm going to sneak the Snorlax build in there right at the end. But I am going to put it in there because I do think it's quite a good one. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out to the stream tonight. We'll be back streaming next week or over the weekend with some of these, and we'll jump in and we'll do some more raids over the weekend and things like that. So just want to say a huge thank you for the support. 554 likes. Chat, you absolutely crushed it tonight. I said 300. You guys are the best. You're the best. Yeah, just have fun with the raid, friends. If you've got any questions, leave them down in this video's comments or on the video that goes up, and I'll try and help anyone that's having any problems with it. But yeah, just have a great rest of your days. Enjoy the weekend, and I will see you hopefully on another stream very, very soon. Zardi the birthday boy, 556. 562, you guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, chat. You're the best. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Great weekend. Take care of yourself more importantly than anything, and enjoy the Typhlosion raid. And just happy we've got DLC part 2 release date news as well. So that's another thing from today. Take care of yourselves, friends. Again, thank you very much, and I'll see you all in another video very soon. Thanks for the support. Bye bye.